We're back.
What day is this?
286.
286. Good God, we're doing it. We're doing it.
Spongelis.
Spongelis, the man inside the basement, probes, space capsule, whoever else we miss. Welcome in. Welcome in.
And thus it begins, brothers.
286.
We got what, like 79?
79.
More days left.
I like this is the countdown right here. Like, you know, once you get under 100,
you know you on the.
this is the countdown.
It's the slide down.
I'm probably gonna mention the damn number every podcast from here on off.
Well, I mean, yeah. It's the reason why we're here.
Right? Let us know if anybody wants to come in.
I mean, it is chatting with the OD birds.
David, you want in? Probes, you want in? Spung, space capsule. Anybody want in?
I like
We're not going to be on terribly long. We're going to do 2 hours.
I like space capsules policy.
Groove chemist,
What's the policy?
in his
Streamyard. You want to come up in here?
Hold on. What's the policy?
Oh,
in his
okay.
company, he said, I own the company, so I make the policy. The policy is that you can have a cocktail while bottling as long as you stay focused.
There you go. It's wonderful policy.
Oh, Probe said no mic, no camera here.
No mic,
Wow.
no camera.
Do you have a phone, Probes? If you have a phone,
Got a mic and camera.
you can click on that little link. You don't have to have your camera on. I mean,
Viral Beats.
look at Cressy. He never had his camera on.
Viral Beats. Aren't you outdoors, bruh? I
Yeah.
just left your ass. How,
Look at that old payphones and shit.
By the way, sweet shirt there.
That was you got that the wood.
Viral
It's the wood
Beats.
nickel. The wood nickel, right?
the wooden
Yeah.
nickel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the wood
I
nickel.
thought you said the wood and something else. The wooden nickel.
No.
Okay.
What did you say?
There probably are some wood niggas out there. I mean, what's wrong with this?
Not that again, please. Well, maybe, because then I can get another short in there. But we need Kent, so Kent needs to come in so he can accidentally say words that he really didn't say.
I really hope that one gets a little traction. That one deserves to be seen by the masses.
Oh, he's about to leave for the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Viral, yeah. Did I? Oh, I did capture this funny picture today. I'm going to share it with you guys real quick. Let's go there, and let's go here.
This is when I really love when you're in the studio. You can bring in the appropriate videos and the pictures, and
We don't have to.
Okay.
well,
You
I
guys
don't
never
do them anyway.
Yeah, I was
I'm like, what do you
the hell
mean?
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Huh?
I mean, what are we talking about here? You have to excuse me, I had a couple turkey legs before
Just a couple.
just a couple turkey legs is all it is.
All right, let me share this
Yeah,
real
share
quick
it.
because it's
What's that hormone or what is it that turkey releases that makes you tired? What is it?
Tryptophan.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I had.
Tryptophan.
That's
Yeah.
what the turkey gave me.
There we go. That's what he says to all of you guys.
Oh, you took that one today.
Yeah.
Look at those lips.
he did that the entire time down
Look
there.
at those sexy lips.
This horse doesn't like to bite.
Be
He
ignored.
likes to lip
He
and
likes
not
to
be
lip.
ignored.
And
Yeah.
he does not want to be ignored. If you're paying attention to anything other than him, he starts acting up so you can pay attention to him.
Damn right is Mr. Ed Groove.
Yeah, it is. Wilbur.
And this horse allows me to put my face on his face.
Oh, he
As
loves
close-
Oh, he's
it.
a lover.
As
He
close to the eye as
loves
possible.
it.
So he can look at me too.
He loves it. And then
Yeah.
when I go to work with Lamont, I put my hair up in what I call these little space buns. And it's ponytails and 2 little buns on top of my head. And this dude just loves to just
Nibble on
play.
them.
He flips them back
He's a
and forth.
lipper.
Yep.
He's a leper.
Yeah. And if I have a sweater with the hoodie, then he plays with the hoodie.
Yeah, total lipper.
And then if he
Show
finds
him again.
If he finds
Show that cute bastard again.
the zipper,
Look at him.
Look at him.
then he plays with the zipper. Oh yeah, he's a gem.
I bet you he's good at stealing wallets too.
And he cleans up, so he would
Who's
be.
that, Dapple?
Yeah, he's a freckle something. His
Yeah.
skin is black, so what does that make him?
They call him like flea bitten,
Yeah.
not because you're bitten by fleas,
Right.
but because
So
of all the little spots.
I would
yeah.
guess that would mean he is a Appaloosa of some sort. Then.
Some sort. Who knows? They're all
Goddamn,
freaking all rescues. Have no idea.
the native Indians used to almost always have Appaloosas, right? Of course, it's like these
Appies.
the freckles.
Cute. I forgot to take a picture of Baron in the shoot. He did really good today. He was, compared to the last time we did that, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He was a gem.
Did you get any pictures of that while he
No,
was in the stock?
I forgot to take pictures.
I just told you to do it too.
I know, but then you also told me, grab me this, give me that, da-da-da. So I'm not an octopus. I only have 2 arms.
You know what you can start using?
Go
No,
ahead and say.
Nothing.
What?
Oh, damn.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I'm answering Cressy. I heard all that conversation.
Jesus.
So there's something very interesting I want you guys to look at here. I think she's going
Let
to
me
take
find
some
it
time.
first.
So what were you doing over there? You
Ordering pizza.
Damn. See, you are an octopus.
Multitask for a multipass. Lilu Dallas Corbin multipass.
And plus, I'm still trying to wake up.
I know that. Here's the thing. If you take a nap beyond 30 minutes, don't even try to wake up. Just sleep the rest of the day.
Get all
away.
groggy and shit. Just tears you all up.
It's better you sleep the rest of the day away if you're going to take a nap longer than 30 minutes.
If the body's calling for it, it's calling for it.
And I only did 30 minutes, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You forced yourself up.
Yes.
Oh, that's the worst.
They say you're supposed to just do like 15 minutes.
Recharge you.
A power nap. Remember like when we used to drive ambulances and we used to...
15 minutes on the
15
side of the
minutes.
road. Get it real quick. Recharge.
Right? Your whole day you was up.
It's probably the deepest sleep you had, too.
Right.
Well, they have those little sleep pods in
Japan, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't China do that shit, too?
They're 15 minimum 15 minutes, maximum 30.
Hell yeah.
They don't go beyond that.
They know what's up.
And it's
They treat their slaves well over there in
Let me
Japan.
Warhart just did his power nap.
Let me see if I can bring one up.
This is the geriatric S.O.R channel. This is where all of our old asses take power naps.
Right. Got to. It's a brand new day now.
Brand new day.
That's the thing. When you get older, you don't realize you took a nap. Sometimes you'll sit on the couch or, you just doze off.
Yeah.
You wake up like, oh, shit.
And you look forward to it.
I just took a nap.
Most times you look forward to it. You're like,
Right.
yeah, I'm going to get a recharge.
Yeah, I'm going to sit here and take me a nap. I really can't remember in my 30s. Did I take naps? Yeah, I did.
I'm sure you did.
I did. When I used to watch NASCAR a lot.
Yeah, man.
Watching those cars go around in circles.
Yeah, you just take a nap. Hypnotizes you.
Just took you somewhere. Mimi hours. And then you wake up and it's like 146 laps to go and it's really getting good and pit road is crazy and cars are on fucking tires that they put on like 90 laps ago, and which then causes some of those cars to move faster. And
You're just giving the rundown on the old NASCAR, are you?
And then the next thing you know, it's 100 laps to go, and you're up. You're
That's
in it. It's a new day.
He said he's sold now. It's a race. We got a race here. Shit.
Bruce said, I'll sleep when I'm dead.
Aye.
Yeah.
Somebody just said that to us today. Who was
Today,
it?
our-
It was
our
our client. Yeah.
Oh, I'll sleep while.
But she was like,
Yeah.
"No, I don't want to sleep when I'm dead because then I'm not going to really
Enjoy it.
enjoy the sleep.
Yeah, she's
I
like,
want to sleep now."
Yeah.
It made sense.
Let's see. I want to share that one. Instead.
Should we compare our medical prescriptions next? Shit, I don't have any, to be honest. All I got
Vitamins.
is allergy medication and vitamins.
They have this in.
Warhart said, "I use autopilot throughout the day."
There you go.
Oh, well, that's not good. Like, don't do that.
Workers with the chance to chill out
So look at
in the
this.
city
Okay,
centre.
yeah, check this out.
Artist and shopaholic Angela Toe wants to know if Asia's first sleep pod justifies the hype.
So these are,
I'm interested about its outlook. I don't know what it is, like a spacecraft, and I'm.
and they
very
have like
interested
little
about
eye
the
cover
experience
things
of
too.
it.
So, like if you're
Customers are
sensitive
raised
to
off the
light.
ground because, say the
Why,
best
why
designers,
don't they
gravity
develop something like
boosts
this in the
relaxation.
U.S., like mass produce these things?
Headphones
Right.
provide the finishing touch, soothing new age music.
Yeah, see, look, and then the covers for the eyes.
I think it
People
shouldn't
getting
be
tucked in.
considered sleeping. It's a place to re-energize, really. So
That's what they call it, re-energize.
Re-energize.
And studies have shown that just little power 15, no more than 30 minutes
so
actually
that's what
does
we try and tell
re-energize you
people
very
when
well.
They do come here. It's
Good,
to
total
re-energize.
recall.
It's not to sleep. It's
Yeah.
not to be
Why is it in
lazy,
one
it's
ear?
not
Is
to,
this-
I
you
know,
get
it's
away from
mono.
work, so to speak.
Ah, that's
While
weird.
sleeping may be
No,
big
now he
business
went.
in
He
some
now he
areas,
Yeah.
jumped over to the other side.
Hong
I don't know.
Kong's Confederation
It's probably
trade
the
unions
YouTube.
say
It's
the beds
not.
are merely a symptom of a long working hours culture.
Yeah, I got busy
I think the
city
sleep-
hustle bustle on one side,
Uh-huh.
and then I got
Yeah,
somebody
and
talking
then
on the other
side,
side.
See what he's
yeah.
saying.
I mean, I like the stereo mix on the bed,
But,
Yeah.
but your ping pong is off, my guy.
And now he's back over here. I think it's
the
just the way that they
positive,
did it on their end.
policy
No,
should be
okay.
taken by the Hong Kong government
And I
to
like how he
set
has
up the
wake up on them.
legislation on the
You know
sleep
what?
hours.
Back at
You
the
know
mall,
why this does so
Angela
well
has
in
emerged
different
from her
countries?
Huh?
It's because they have the patience and they have the infrastructure to want to do something, the culture
To do it,
to
yeah.
want to do something like this.
And my
Yeah.
mind and my breath is calm and peaceful. It's quite interesting.
So, are these high-tech capsules the 21st century cure to a modern sleep-deprived lifestyle?
Oh
Perhaps
yeah.
it's best to sleep on it.
That was not funny.
No. No.
But that shit looks dope.
I think it takes certain cultures to appreciate that.
Yeah.
You would
know,
have a much more productive workforce if you implemented shit like that.
Well, if they were like
Yeah.
already like at a person's job, they had
That's what
like
I'm saying.
16 of them.
That's what I'm saying.
But could you imagine putting that downtown Los Angeles or the city of Austin in Texas? Like only so many people would slow down to go, let me use one of these nap pods.
I don't know, man. Like you said, older people like to nap.
I don't know, but who's going to go out of their way to say, I'm gonna go jump in this pod
I
versus
think-
going home for free?
A lot of people.
I think if the like the companies implement it in their company structure where you get 15 up to 30 minutes a day of this nap thing, but we're not going to dock you pay. Like just go, you're still on the clock or whatever.
It's healthy.
I think more people would opt to do it.
Hell yeah.
Because I remember when I was in California, when I was with the first company that I ever worked for in the movie industry, they started doing stuff for health insurance purposes, right? To get their premiums down and stuff, and then give their workers better health insurance. They would do these little things like every month. And one month we had masseuses come in. So we would get massages. Either you can do like the full table or the chair or whatever. And then you book your appointment, you leave. And if you had work, then, somebody else would cover it for you and they didn't dock you pay. And they had it there. And then there was another one where it was just a quiet meditation room. And you can go in there and block it out for it was no more than 30 minutes. And they wouldn't take you off the clock. You can stay on the clock. Then there was another month where they had yoga classes.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
They invested in their
They
slaves.
invested in their people.
But that's rare.
And
I'm sorry.
they brought their premiums, their health insurance down, their costs.
I bet.
And then in
rare.
return,
It's so rare, though.
Yeah.
Tranquil ass place.
It's not in our culture.
it's very rare. And you know why this company did it? Because it was also an ESOP company. It was an employee-owned
yeah,
See
yeah.
there?
company.
You
Yeah.
see
So the
there?
employees own stock in the
Stock
There
company.
you go.
Company.
So slaves that had a little skin in the game.
Yeah.
But they always say
shareholders.
the best companies to work for are
Right.
ESOP companies.
Shareholders, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
Because it makes you feel like you own a piece of this, and you do.
Yeah, and the harder you work, the more you make.
Well,
as
and
a company.
and the more the company has an invested interest in their employees, right? Because if their employees stick around long enough, then their stocks go up, which means more money in their pocket.
Right, exactly. Because
Yeah.
they're only going to want to see their business rise.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, but that's the thing when you go visit other countries too, and you go witness someone else's culture.
Kent looks like he lost a dog or something. He's trying to find
No,
it.
I've lost my coffee.
Oh, shit.
That's
You mean that
probably
big-ass
Fiona.
head mug, you
Fiona
lost-
probably took it.
She probably threw it out the window or filled it with dog
But
shit.
when you go visit someone else's country,
Yeah.
the first thing you do is you look at their culture, and if the culture
Well,
is
yeah, 'cause you
appealing,
go visit,
hold on.
right?
If the culture is appealing to you,
You want to stay?
you want to stay
Yeah.
because it's something that you found outweighs the living in wherever you came from.
Well, it's funny because a lot of people who go visit Costa Rica want to stay.
They want to stay because it's a slower pace.
I just watched this whole adventure couple. They went to Costa Rica and they got in these rafts and they went down these rapids. It was all guided. They had no idea where they were going to be staying, and it was like deep in the jungle. So the rafts, they pull over to this little alcove. They walk up these stairs, and all of Costa Rica is just a pure freaking jungle.
Yeah,
When it's
most
raining,
of it. Yeah.
and they had these houses. They're glassed halfway.
Oh, yeah.
In the master bedrooms.
So you can
are
see,
front.
yeah.
And they're spaced out so you can't see anybody.
Yeah.
And the situation they was living in,
Yeah.
it was fucking gorgeous. It was like pristine.
Why is it always appealing, Kent, to when people see nature at its fullest and then there's a comfort way of life? Does everyone want to go, I want to trade it all in right now. I want to trade it all in and be in this environment.
I think people want to trade in for anything that's not what they're
Accustomed to.
Yeah. So like somebody who lives in the mountains or something like that probably yearns to live in the city.
Yeah.
If they're not happy in their situation.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
nobody's ever happy where they are.
It's always the grass is greener
Unless-
on the other side.
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. But if they are happy where they are, then it's not an issue, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But then you also have those people that just love the hustle and bustle of a city. You know, like they
Yes,
thrive
yes.
in the
Yep.
city.
Yeah.
They love it. The nightlife, the food, the atmosphere.
Yeah, but I bet even if you took those people and you put them into a situation
That's
where they
hard
can,
to say.
I don't know. I think something primitive comes out of humans.
I would disagree with that because I have a sister who she would thrive in New York City. She loves the
See?
bustle and hustle and the
just-
busyness. Loves
You don't
it.
think
those
something
people.
primal would come out of? I
I'm
think
sure they would enjoy it for a vacation, but the people.
knowing her, if she could, she would have moved to New York
New York
City
City.
Damn.
in her 20s and would have been happy, tickled pink to live
I
there.
knew I shouldn't have come on tonight
Why?
because I've been in this kind of a mood today, this funny mood.
Why?
what
What
mood?
mood?
What mood is that, Kent?
Oh, it's just I just end up offending people or something.
Oh, go ahead and do it. Fuck off.
No. It's just no. What it is I've got the filter on, so it's not just coming out straight out of my mouth. That's the thing. But when you said about your sister would thrive in New York, and I went, oh, she must be a hooker.
Oh, yeah.
This
Oh,
is the
yeah.
kind of thing. This is
Yeah.
where I am. This is where I am mentally today. It's like
Yeah.
I nearly dropped myself in the shit when I was on Rans, and I was
I
only on for
think
about
you
5 minutes.
I think you spelled the niggler wrong, too.
Do you think so?
The Nigel effect, he said.
The Nigel effect.
The Niggly effect.
The Niggly effect.
The
think you
niggle
spelled-
effect.
The
The
Niggle
Niggle
effect.
I think you spelled it wrong.
Yeah. Actually, the first time I put it in, I did spell it wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, did you
Yeah.
spell it with an ER at the end?
No. I spelt it EL.
Oh, EL.
Yeah,
So it
rather
would
than
have
LE.
been. It would have been
Niggle
what?
effect.
EL would have been
Yeah.
Nig-gal.
Remove
Yeah,
the
Nick Jail.
Remove the and put my right there.
Yeah, yeah.
My niggle effect.
Yo, my niggle.
There you go.
Yo, my niggle.
My
So
niggles.
what did you do at Rand's that almost got you in trouble? I don't
Oh,
like
no,
when a Kent spawn can't be a Kent spawn.
No. This is over
Did
and
you tell a
beyond.
dirty joke, Ken?
No. It was just something that came into my head, and I went, no, don't say that. That's all.
Oh, say it.
No.
I want to hear it.
No.
Come on, you already
Come
built
on,
this shit
God
up.
damn it.
No,
What,
no.
what better platform where you can be your true free self?
Well, look, give us 5 minutes, and I'll probably come up with something much worse in a minute.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
Yes.
Warheart Arts is asking, what's the freshwater septic situation in Costa Rica? Well, they've actually are really good. They do have a big tourist population there, so
Not anymore though.
they do. It's slowly going down.
It drowned.
But it does have running water. They do have a piping system. They do have.
It's all jungle.
Yeah.
What I've seen is all jungle. It's river water.
But you still do have, though, in very remote villages, probably where all my family lives, you still have bathrooms that you have to go outside to use. Like they have these little hutches, outbuildings, and the bathrooms are in there.
That don't sound bad,
No, there's running. They have running water. A lot of homes, they may have upgraded now, but a lot of homes don't have washer and dryers. Everything's all by hand, and you hang up your clothes outside.
And the climate is warm most of the time.
It
anyways.
is, yeah.
They
do have a crazy raining season.
do,
though,
because that
where
one couple was there.
Yeah, where it lasts. Literally, it could last 3 to 4 months solid.
Yeah,
And
it's
I mean
crazy.
solid, where it's raining 24/7. And so in these remote villages, you have these canals in between the home and the street so that the rainwater can run through it and not flood the homes.
That's crazy in itself.
Yeah. Yeah. What's crazy is some of those canals are pretty wide.
Yeah.
And so having to walk from the street and then you have like this little bridge of sorts to get to the house. And some of them are pretty solid. They could be concrete and then you have some places where they're pretty poor and they're not, and they're just pieces of wood that kind of move around. And you're like, oh, shit,
Yeah.
I got to cross this.
I got to risk life or
and,
limb.
And then you look up and down the street, and then you see one that has a concrete crossing. You're like, I'm
I'll
going to
take that
go
one.
walk those
Yeah.
5 blocks up there, cross over, and come back down. I'll meet you in a second.
It's called some encouraged exercise. You think you want to?
Modern engineering.
I was watching
Yeah.
this dirt biking show. They were in Thailand, and they were saying how we just go to the grocery store, we get our groceries, we get to put them in that nice air controlled climate car and drive off. Literally, as he was saying that, a family of like 7, he's in Thailand in the jungle, and they have to cross these rivers. 7 like people with bags on their heads, like the strap on their foreheads, carrying all their produce and all the rice and shit like that. They walk 17 miles for their groceries.
Oh, yeah.
They have to hold hands to cross this river just so they know they're going to make it. And they do it all over again when the groceries run low. 17 miles.
Fuck.
Think about that.
Well, we do 8, right? So add another 7.
It's 6-hour day, 7-hour day.
And that's lugging like very little stuff.
And that's their grocery shopping. And I thought, fuck, man, I feel like an arrogant son of a bitch. But let me get my ass in my truck and go get these damn groceries.
I'm going to show you this.
Could you imagine that shit?
Yeah, that's for the birds.
How good do you have it?
My mum used to walk to school in bare feet.
Damn.
Bare
Used to-
feet?
Bare feet, yeah. Couldn't afford shoes. They'd be washing clothes in the river as well, all that sort of
Yeah.
shit.
Well, how far was school, Kent?
I think it was about 6 miles.
Fuck.
Jesus.
She
So
had
12 miles.
She had feet like
Jeez.
Barney Rubble,
Oops.
like Betty Rubble.
All our brothers and sisters did as well.
Jeez. So this guy here, I just found this on YouTube real quick. He is in a town called Guanacaste.
That's
in-
your
in Costa
hood,
Rica.
right?
Yep, that's
Morning,
my-
guys. Welcome to daily video number 50. We've hit a small milestone, 50 daily videos in a row here on the Costa Rican ranch.
And that's how
Here's
it
A7.
looks.
He's always scared of me. Big D's always good.
It don't look like
Corey put some
anything
pellets
I'm
in
not
this morning.
accustomed to.
No,
Making it real good.
no. But I'm
I'm gonna find Big Red. Huh?
curious to see if
He's not
he
usually over here in this corner.
if
What are you doing, bud?
goes to like the front street or something.
The road.
Yeah, the road.
I wouldn't even call anything out there remotely a street.
So he's just on a farm. It
Oh.
looks like. And I think he said he was going
It's
to
cleared.
walk to a remote
I think Corey
lava
said the
rock.
beginning of this year or end of the dry season last year. They
Look at
cleared
that!
a lot of
Look
this.
at all, and that's literally Costa
All
Rica.
open
Everywhere
here.
you go,
Bunch of cats.
it's like freaking jungle everywhere.
Scheisse.
There's a certain degree of freedom, though.
Yes,
Isn't there,
yes.
though?
Yeah,
there
kid.
I mean,
Yeah.
for instance, you know, like you know how you Americans love to go on about land of the free and everything. But what
Yeah.
I've been seeing
because of-
on people sort of like not cutting their lawn,
Mm.
and they got somebody turn up at their front door, tell them to get their
lawn
lawn
cut.
cut,
Or
Yeah.
your HOAs. And
or they're getting fined or something, and they're in a wheelchair or something, and it's like,
Right.
But at least it's he wants to put up a shed.
He can.
Just,
Yeah.
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 And
Just
if
build
anybody
that
says
shit.
you can't build a shed there, you go, fuck
Mhm.
you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My land, I'll build wherever the hell I want.
Right.
Exactly. And there's sometimes there's benefits of not being, deep in a society.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So-
at the same time in Costa Rica, if any gang member or cartel member wants to come up to your property and slap the shit out you and take some stuff, there's going to be no one there to.
What? And that doesn't happen in cities.
No,
Right, yeah.
Not
Come on.
But not. Okay.
Yeah, but you got a legal system in the
A
States.
third world country is far worse in many ways because if you got cartel on your property slapping the shit out of you and taking your produce, I don't care where you are. Ain't nobody coming on your land here slapping the shit out of you and taking your produce.
Yeah. The
But-
legal
but-
system is a little bit
Yeah.
It's just
worse
not gonna
there.
because
No.
we have laws.
All right.
And
Right, but
we have
can't-
law enforcement.
But like Kent was saying, and he has a point in the big cities, in Costa Rica, in the big cities, and the more
yeah, but
metropolis.
it's not really going to happen there.
That's
though,
what he was
yeah.
saying. It's not going to happen there.
But if you want to go
So-
live like what Kent was saying, total freedom,
But-
you got to be willing to accept everything that
but
comes with it.
there is though some higher, like upper scale version of that, where it is closer to like the city metropolis area. You're not so far into the forest where you have
Like
a
a
little bit.
suburb.
Right. You have a little bit more of a protection. Let's say kind of like here where we are, where a big major city is only 30 minutes away. So they have the same thing in Costa Rica. And usually those communities are gated communities and they have 24/7 security.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we're missing some of the chat here. Let me see. Let me go
We
back
probably are.
here. Yeah.
Damn. That's another thing to think about, though. Different country. It's just.
Mind you, like with Rabbit saying about how long does it take for 991 to get for a cardiac arrest?
Oh, 911
in Costa Rica. So that's the other thing that they tell you.
You asked out.
Yeah, if you want to be an expat and live there, is you have to be extremely mindful of where you decide to make your home, because emergency services can take up to almost a half a day to a day to get to you.
Bam.
Yeah.
Depending on where you live.
Now,
On the other
that's-
and the other side of that coin is like we hear many reports from here where people are waiting 4 hours for an ambulance.
yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
when when the hospital was only a couple of miles up the road. But
Just
you know,
drive them.
Just at that
but
point.
because they're always cutting, the
Yeah.
money for the national health and everything like that.
That's insane. Here, we're fortunate. We're in a town that's not so populated, not so big.
the response time is pretty fast. Yeah.
I remember we lit up an incense, and it happened to get close to the smoke detector, and so the alarm went off. And literally within 10 minutes, we had somebody show up in our
2
property.
people already.
Yeah.
This World Needs a Hero said, slapping the shit out of you like a robot. That's what I'm talking about. That's the man who watches these damn podcasts.
Yep.
I suppose the upside though is if you're living in say like Costa Rica and you're living right out in the forest there, and you've got a little small holding, some chickens, a couple of cows and stuff like that, and you do get people come around to cause hassle. You can shoot them and bury them. Nobody'd ever fucking know.
You can't, but you can't own a gun in Costa Rica, can you?
There's ways to own guns.
Can't-
Yeah, it's a black market
You can't,
everywhere.
you can't
Yes.
own a gun in the UK, but trust
Yeah.
me,
There's a
there
black
are
market.
guns in
Yep.
the
Yeah.
UK.
Yep.
I would play
Oh, yeah.
I would play like Home Alone, or like the Goonies and set booby traps.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, paint cans on string.
Yeah.
That'll fuck the cartel up.
Well,
Yeah, that'll
Yeah.
get going.
and you know what's funny though is like your animals are your
Alarms.
security,
Yeah,
right?
they let you know
Because
it's coming.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, have you met
Yeah.
Gerald, my pet tiger?
Yeah.
Get yourself a couple of fucking roosters and put razor blades on their feet. I don't know. Just
Space Capsule said, "How about an airport? How about an airport?"
They have a major airport.
they got bush
It's
ports
in
too.
San Jose, Costa Rica.
San Jose.
Yeah.
San Jose.
Welcome in, Trader to the Living. Welcome in, This World Needs a Hero.
Crazy Rabbit said, "Is electricity
Rabbit.
via solar?" No, it's not. Crazy Rabbit. They actually do have.
Power line.
Yes.
Welcome in, Doom, Keith and Watford,
What the fuck?
Paul Holmes, Crazy Rabbit.
Do you ever check your Discord by any chance?
No,
Like, do you
No,
know how to
can't-
check it?
No, I
No.
got
You gotta-
Occasionally, I go in, but half the time I don't know what's going
Yeah.
on.
It's better. It's better
going-
to email him.
Yeah. Check your fucking messages,
Yeah.
man. For
Yes,
fuck's
Sir, I
sake.
will. I will.
and you would think that's the fastest way to get a hold of a
You
man.
would
No,
think.
the fastest way to get a hold of
Is
him is
email.
email.
Email him.
Good old fashioned
Yeah.
email.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just fucking take a flight and show the fuck up.
Because when Fiona has my email on her iPad and her laptop as well. So when
Oh,
an
so-
email comes in, she comes and slaps him around the back of the head and goes, "There's an
That's-
email for you."
Yeah,
You get an
there
email.
go. Oh, Space Capsule.
Well,
Okay, I
shit,
got it.
I'm gonna send Ken emails just so Fiona can go
And
over
slap
there and
his
slap the
ass.
shit out. of him.
Just pow.
I'm
She's
gonna
always
send-
looking for an excuse to do it. So.
I'm
That's
gonna
how
s-
Scotty gets done.
I'm gonna
Yep.
send an email to Kent and be like, "For Fiona eyes only" in the title, and then in the body of the email, and be
Yeah.
like, "Just go slap him."
Slap a shadow. Slap him hard.
Love sword.
Yeah, she will do that. Oh yeah. My
That's
God,
yeah.
too
yeah.
funny.
Electricity via solar.
I already answered that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then he's like, well, what about your synthesizers?
Yeah, what about your
I don't
Somebody
know.
will come and steal them bitches.
Crazy Rabbit, if I ever move to Costa Rica,
It's gonna be in a gated community.
the
trust me.
only thing,
Yeah.
either it's in a gated community
Yes.
or if we go roughneck it, I ain't taking shit with me.
Yeah,
We're
I'm
not-
selling
It'll
everything.
be gone.
I'm telling you right now, if we ever do retire
I'm just
in
going to
Costa
nap
Rica,
the entire time there. I'm asleep.
How I would love to. One, it's not going to be as remote as you think.
Mm-hmm.
Two, it will be in a gated community.
Yeah.
Is Catholicism pretty big out there?
Yeah.
I know there's quite a bit of it going on in South America.
Catholics
Yeah.
everywhere, right? But
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
mainly in the Spanish regions too.
I don't know. It's taking over Brazil.
Yeah, Spanish. They're
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, but they speak Portuguese.
Portuguese
Yeah.
in Brazil.
Yeah.
So there's something weird in Costa Rica. Now that we're on the Costa Rican topic, let me get her little fingers moving and fired up here.
Oh, hello.
But people were questioning, what are these things? Where did they come from? Who made them? Why are they here? And why are they only, I think they're only in Costa Rica, right?
One more
And-
showed up.
and they just show up, and they're made
what's-
perfectly.
And what's crazy is
No.
that
Oh.
they
No, that's hoax.
they move on their own too.
And they move. They move on their own.
And there's like no way you can move these things. Apparently, it's just impossible
Just very
to
interesting.
move. Yeah. Scattered across 4 different sites in what's called the Diques Delta, Costa Rica. And they're perfectly round.
They look like watermelons. Or something.
Welcome
Yeah,
in,
look
Panda.
at that. Look at how big they can get. 300 perfectly carved.
Hey, Panda.
It's like somebody went in there and sanded it down. Some of the small fit in one pocket, but others are several tons.
Several tons.
I know that on a geological level, it is possible to naturally create spheres.
Right.
However,
At that level of so many, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and it's in their positioning. It's just very
it's
Strange, right?
odd,
Weird.
right?
Why would
It's
you
just
do
very
that,
weird.
Kent?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
It's nice that there's still mysteries on the planet. you know?
Right. it
And
is.
not like
Yes.
mysteries
It
like
is.
this.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's aliens by any stretch of the imagination, but if we
Oh no, I think aliens have got better things to do.
Yeah,
somehow,
right.
Yeah.
Don't
Sit
you?
around moving fucking heavy ass
Right.
rocks.
Yeah.
but if this is an ancient lost civilization,
So one of the largest ones are estimated to weigh up to 15 tons.
15 tons.
See, ain't no.
What I mean,
What do you get?
where did we go wrong with
And how much do they move annually? Did it,
I don't know. I think it varies.
it depends on which one it is.
are we? Is it windy in that section, or is the ground moving like a
Tell you
landslide?
what, you need a hell
Are
of a
they
wind
iron?
to move a
No.
15-ton
Yeah,
rock.
for-
Right.
Yeah.
Circular
Are they?
or not?
Do they have a high iron content, perhaps?
Yeah, Warheart's asking, are they iron?
Locally known as bolas de piedra.
Bolas de piedra.
Yes.
Stone bollocks.
Sam
Stone
said,
balls.
wouldn't it be great if someone just got bored and sanded down 400 spheres?
Oh man.
That's crazy. That's
Like,
what this is.
yeah.
We would have to say people got bored and they wanted to challenge themselves. But why put them in these random areas?
But and they
Yeah,
look at
that's
that.
wild.
They uncovered another one.
That's why.
They're uncovering these things.
And that was in July 2014. A project declared the spears a national symbol of the country was approved.
Is Sammy being facetious about that? Like, he's kind of got a point. Like, you just don't get bored if he's going that way and just fucking round out stone.
I mean,
Yeah.
look at how big these things. I wonder what they consist of.
Oh, like inside.
No, yeah. Like what are they made of? What are the properties?
Look at that. Look at
Yeah,
how
that one's-
perfectly round
Yeah,
that
that
is.
is so smooth. You're going, what the hell?
And to get that perfect sphere.
And they're in random spots
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, I mean, I can, I can understand if they were like formed under, I don't know, unusual circumstances
Right.
within the Earth's crust, and it was spewed out in some massive volcanic sort of explosion or something.
Right.
But even so,
They would get damaged landing, rolling, right? They're still hot and molting.
not
And they don't-
necessarily.
And
not
when they
necessarily.
move, they don't get damaged, which is insane.
That's wild.
But like I say, it's nice to have mysteries.
Still
like
mysteries.
Okay,
It
but
is.
with that, what's your hypothesis, Kent? What do you
Can you show
Just-
the
what do you think it
properties of
is?
this?
I'll find it.
Yeah, and then I have another thing for you to look up called
go
the
on? Just use your
Olmec
imagination.
head.
It's okay. Just use your imagination.
If I had to come up with an explanation for them, I
A
would
good
go
one.
along.
Come on,
I-
Kent.
I'd go along with what I've already said, that somehow they were formed geologically in some sort of magma turmoil. There was certain elements present where these were formed, and they, spewed out
Well,
at some point from somewhere. you know.
Costa Rica does have a very large active volcano, so there could be some plausibility in what you're
Yeah,
saying.
but there must be something particular underneath that particular volcano. Otherwise, we would be finding these in Italy. We can find them in
That's what I was
China.
going to say, but why not find them everywhere? And why in this certain patch?
So it says
Maybe
the
there's something particular.
Yeah,
just particular a system of or combination of circumstance.
And why not more rock?
and they're mainly found in the southern region
See?
of Costa
That's
Rica.
what I'm saying.
In the Diquas Delta, and they're mostly made up of cabro, which is an indigenous rock to Costa Rica. And that property is usually found in limestone or sandstone.
Well, so there's a clue then. So it's an indigenous rock to that area.
Yep.
And maybe it's that rock that only
Can take that
under
shape.
certain conditions forms into these
But
spheres.
how does that happen though so smoothly, Kent? That's where I'm puzzled.
Mate,
So here's
I don't know.
So
Don't
the
fucking know. Right?
It's amazing though, Kent. I like to wonder about shit like
so
that.
a lot of these
absolutely.
spears, a lot of the spears that have been uncovered. So that's the clue. They're uncovered. They've been buried for so many years
Damn.
This is
that the
crazy.
sediment for all those centuries
the sediment.
actually preserved
The
those spears.
Get the
yeah.
fuck out of here.
Yep.
So somebody
So that's what's-
intentionally buried them?
I
Or maybe a
no,
volcano
they
went
didn't
off
say
years ago.
intentionally or anything like that.
Okay,
They
hear me
just-
out. Maybe there was some kind of Pompeii
Or a mudslide.
incident. And but that would still suggest that someone made these fucking things.
Yes.
I don't know about.
Yeah.
I don't know about someone making them. I don't. We like to think that we're responsible for all sorts of stuff on the planet, and
Right.
a lot of it happened when we were, a twinkle in God's eye, for want of a better expression. We just weren't around.
What's the article say
So
on how they came about?
So they don't know when
don't
how
know.
I came. They're dated 700 to 1500 AD.
Fucking.
So they don't know why. They don't know how they came about.
1500 AD,
1500 AD.
500 years ago,
1500. 1500.
500 AD.
1500. 1500. 1500. Am I
So 500 years ago.
am I not speaking right? Am I not understanding the question?
We said 1500 AD.
Yes.
Well, that's
So he's splitting
That's-
it. We're
Oh, I
15th
see what
century.
you said.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Saying 500 years ago.
That's what it says.
That's
Yeah,
500
they were-
years ago. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's recent then.
That's fucking
Yeah.
yesterday
That's
in the
recent.
history of
Pretty-
the world.
Pretty much, yeah.
that
yeah.
kind of
That's
is
bizarre.
yesterday. What was the fucking
Warhart Art says stone cannot be carbon dated.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
what was life like 500 years ago? Like what was our modern technology like 500 years ago?
Shit.
What were we doing? We just had lanterns? Did we even have lanterns?
So maybe it was just discovered. Maybe that's when
Yeah,
it was
I mean,
discovered.
Castles,
Yeah.
swords, fucking
castles,
bridges,
swords. Yeah.
sailing ships.
But did we have like some sort of like sandstone contraption?
We
to
found the
like-
Americas in 14. Just 14, what was it, 92?
What kind
Yeah,
of but what kind of
1492,
sandpaper rock were we using to shape fucking spheres? Chiseling all that? Are we chiseling that?
No, we're not making them.
But you're also in South America that they're still primitive down
Yes.
there in many ways.
But so let me see here. So Kent is saying nature produced these things.
Yeah.
I'm 50-50.
Ask chat.
I think nature, but it's got to be something
So
else.
it says that research is currently ongoing at what. So the archaeologists have dubbed it Farm 6 site under the direction of archaeologists at the Museum Nacional de Costa Rica. The first field session in which archaeologists excavation were undertaken was in 2005. Objectives during the field include defining the area in two mounds were located, sphere alignments, and various excavations associated with Mound 2. In 2007, a second field session was undertaken focusing on agricultural excavations of Mound 1 during the field session, a stone sphere was discovered in situ in association with the mound. So they've known about, so I think they discovered it 1500 AD, and they are still currently ongoing research. They still don't know where it came from, why it came from, how they were made.
So it was uncovered.
They just know that they found it.
So they was curious then. 500 years ago. It was like, what
Well,
the fuck is this?
I'm sure
Yeah,
something.
I'm sure they were. They're very
Yeah.
unusual
Like, what the
looking
hell?
things, aren't they?
Yeah.
But
What
the
are
thing
these
is,
balls?
And perfectly round too.
you really don't want to go down the, humans made them route.
No,
because that's
I
very much going down the alleyway of Eric von Däniken, right?
Ooh, yeah.
But I
Now,
can't- but
do you
I
remember
can't
how
rule
many
it out.
people believed in the whole Eric von Däniken thing?
And how many still do?
Ancient astronaut theory.
I can't
Yeah,
rule
all
it
that
out.
cobblers, and then
Chariots of the
how all the
gods.
photographs in the books were not so much faked, but taken in such a way they called it an aerial photograph of this, what he was calling, was it spaceship runways? But it's actually a photograph of the claw of a bird that was drawn in the ground that was only about 12 foot across.
Oh, you mean the Nazca lines? But you have to watch the whole Nazca lines thing that we did.
Yeah, but I mean, what I mean is Eric von Däniken took this information, distorted it, and sold it as
his
being
own.
everything was about aliens, and loads
Yeah.
of people like just bought it. Well, the book was a bestseller, wasn't it?
Yeah, Chariots of the Gods. I have a copy. And
Yeah,
I'm-
exactly. But when
I'm
it was when they exposed it here on the BBC on a documentary, it was like, well, that's a load of bollocks, then, isn't it? You know.
And they
it's only because we want it to be aliens.
Yeah.
Because we don't like the thought that we're the only fucking living things
Yeah,
for light years.
Yeah, it's important that we don't steal what us humans can do. That's important. We can't overlook. I think we're the ones who constructed the pyramids, right? The spheres, I think that's probably man work. Göbekli Tepe. I just think there was something lost, some ancient technique or some ancient technology that we've had. It just made things easy for us, and I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what it is.
Well, the ancient technique, they've discussed this, haven't they? And they've gone into all these things about how it could be done with channels, and it's fulcrums and levers, that humans have been using for a couple of thousand years to great effect.
Not as they depicted, though.
Those pyramids, apparently, that I was reading something only a couple of months ago. They were saying about they have found evidence, at least, that those pyramids were even more striking than they are now, because they used to have smooth, polished surfaces on them that would reflect sunlight. You could literally blind people from fucking miles away when the sun hit the side of it, like at Giza, the big pyramids at Giza.
Well,
and it was done in like a copper sheeting on them.
Yeah.
Polished, highly polished.
I forgot who the guy's name was.
With a bunch of limestone too.
I forgot who the guy's name was. He's an Egyptologist or whatever for the pyramids, and he's been pushing this whole narrative. It's built by this way and this way, and now that some other archaeologists have come and posed this new theory, he's now backtracked on his personal thoughts and starting to lean toward this new theory about how they had like this hydrostatic water that came from underground up under the pyramids. And it just goes to show that people really don't have a fucking clue on how they were built.
No.
It just goes to show that they're going to be just as lost because no one was around and everybody just has an hypothesis, but they even fall short on their own shit.
It leaves room, right?
Well,
it leaves room for the fantastical stories.
It leaves
does,
room
but
for
one thing I
fantastical.
have noticed over the years is that when a theory to try and explain something does come about, there's a certain degree of how to put this, humanity applied to it. So, it's because they think, okay, it would take 1,000 men to move this block, right? And but they'd have to do this, that, and the other, and and 1,000 men. I mean, and all this sort of thing. But of course, back then, if 1,000 men died every week building the pyramid, it didn't matter. Get another 1,000 men.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you're building this for your god, as it were. Right?
I think there was one person though that was saying, if this is true, the ropes that they would have had to use,
Yeah, all that.
were so big, in fact, that it would have just took years just to make sure that the ropes were going to withstand like the 1,000-ton blocks.
Yeah.
And
Because another thing they've never really been able to nail down is how long they were building the bastards for.
right.
Right. So when you think, it would take 75 years to build this. Yeah, well, it probably did take that long to build it.
Paul
If it
Holmes
took
says,
150 years.
Paul Holmes says we are the aliens.
Hemp ropes. He was saying it's
Hemp ropes.
hemp is pretty strong.
They didn't
Yeah.
build. They didn't build pyramids because it's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For real.
Yeah.
that's what Warhart said. I
'Cause
mean,
they were talking about using slave labor, for instance, to actually build the ground up around the pyramid
right.
to be able to, instead of having to haul stones up huge
You ever notice too for the higher
amounts,
on the hieroglyphics, and this just to that one archaeologist's point, even all the shit that they wrote on the walls, none of it, not an ounce of it, is how they built it.
That's wild in itself, right? And
It's all about how they lived,
and here's
how they were buried, and how they saw different gods. And they would build and they would draw out big half bird, half human people that are like 10 times the size of a human as it's sitting in a chair. And it would show like the structures of it, literally depicted what they lived to.
and then they laced the entire inside with red granite.
Yeah.
Like, how was that? Like, why?
And we're not seeing what it really looked like freshly done.
Why the intricacy? First off, second off, the amount of mathematics it takes to just plan this. Could you imagine the schematics, what they look like years before they even started?
And
the building
and
process?
per them, we weren't smart enough for that.
Well,
And
the
that's-
ancient
and that's
Egyptians were
their
actually
words.
quite an advanced race, right?
Okay, but history would have it. We can go to Google. They would say then
We were barely figuring out how
humans
to
weren't smart enough
smash
to,
two rocks
to-
together.
to come up with geometry
Right?
and
Just
and
hunt and
blueprints.
gather. That's it. We were just hunter gatherers.
Those are that's the way they teach history.
Yeah, but the pyramids weren't made that long ago.
But we don't know that you can't. They still have a hard time dating it. They keep going back and forth, back and forth.
Well, what did Warhart say, or somebody say? You can't
carbon date.
You can't
stone.
carbon date stone.
Yeah, no, but when we were bashing rocks together, right? If they built the pyramids when we were bashing rocks together, the pyramids wouldn't be there now. They would have eroded away.
I mean,
Right?
But isn't that why they build it in the shape of a pyramid?
so they won't erode away.
So it would stand the test of time. And then they say when it was finished, it was all covered in white limestone. Every ounce of it, it looked smooth to the touch.
That's what I'm saying. We don't even know what it looked like when it was completed. Like
Well, Stonehenge was supposed to be built not long after we stopped banging stones together. Right?
Yeah,
And
but
some of
so-
those stones are like 50 tons.
And how did they stack them though? Like, do we really know? No one knows.
They were saying
Not
there was
really. Not
not
really.
not enough trees around.
I mean,
Kent, or
there's
something?
there's one stone that they said it was about 75 tons or something. It's on top of two vertical stones, right?
That's what I'm saying.
And they go, they needed to have a crane to do that. No, we'd need to have a crane to do that because we have access to a thing called a crane because we invented it. They probably found some more ingenious way with
Way
what
to
they
do
had
it, yeah.
to do it.
But how would you do it though?
That's the thing.
A shitload of manpower.
They
right?
figured it
That's
out.
the thing. It takes a
Because
lot of
because
manpower.
it
Build up a
literally-
load of earth. Build up a load of earth, right?
Uh-huh.
And then with some logs, lots of rope, and a shitload of people, and
Yeah.
drag the stone up and pull it on.
I mean, that's
To the
one
top.
way.
Like
I can't take it away
village
from you. That
of
is one way.
Full village
Of just
of
Jenga.
people.
Just Jenga
Yeah.
your way through it, basically.
Yeah. I mean,
It's a possibility.
it's the thing is, I don't think we give our ancestors enough credit.
We don't. We don't.
Right?
I think we're embarrassed, Kent.
Because we can't figure out shit.
Yeah, we're fucking
Yeah.
embarrassed.
Well, I mean, come on. I mean, we have people today that are so dumb, they would never have survived.
I'll tell you what, if I was
True. That's true, Ken. That's facts.
Right? Technology doesn't make us smarter.
it doesn't.
It does not.
And if I had fucking hundreds of billions of dollars, I would go to fucking Egypt and I would say, I'm going to supply you with all the fucking materials and tractors you need. Replicate the pyramids for me with our modern technology.
Right.
I'll give you all the helicopters you fucking need.
Yeah.
And I want to see if it could be done.
Yeah.
Well,
And-
I'll tell you what,
and
go
lace
and have
it
a
with
look
red
inside
granite.
Yeah.
Westminster Cathedral. See when it was built and go, how the fuck did they get that roof up there?
See, and
That
that's
enormous
funny.
domed roof.
It's
you
funny
know?
that you say that. Like we have.
What's
we
it called?
did.
Wait. Hang on, Merle. Before you, what's it called, Kent? This cathedral?
Westminster Cathedral.
Can you pull this
Yeah.
up so we can look at it? Go ahead. Darren.
We have all this stuff, technology, and tools to our beckoning call, right? And I can't, like we were saying, like stuff today makes us stupider, right? Because we have access to all of this.
Yeah, and skills are lost because
yeah. And I wonder if we remove all of that, take it all away, and we were forced to build something like that because our lives depended on it. I bet you we can figure it out.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
We'd have to go back. Like I said, I think there's something primitive in us, and we're born with it, but we've domesticated ourselves into a digital society now where we don't need it anymore.
It's called advancement, evolution.
Yeah, but I mean, if there was a sudden, I don't know, say a nearby star blew up, right, and there was an EMP pulse, hit the Earth, and it wiped out every fucking piece of electronics on the planet.
We
Do you
bounce
know-
back.
We would bounce back, but do you know how many people would die in the
Oh,
meantime?
yeah. People forgot. They forgot their way.
It would be the
Oh,
great
yeah.
culling.
Yep.
So this is
All the botanists and hunters would be thriving.
I'm assuming this is.
I'll tell you what, better one.
domes.
This is me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a British guy living in London. Can't remember I meant St. Paul's Cathedral. I do beg your pardon.
St. Paul's.
Not Westminster. What an idiot.
God, can't.
God's sake.
For crying out loud.
Yeah, no, there would people that would fold up and die
Right.
if electricity was suddenly removed
Yeah,
from our lives.
that's a fact.
Right?
I would run for the
we
hills.
lost our shit because we had to wear masks during COVID, for Christ's sake.
Right.
Can you imagine if there's no computers, no telly, no electricity being generated anywhere? Everything's fucked and dead.
2 weeks with no electricity in the U.S. I'm going to go ahead and say this. It's all out apocalypse.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, there'd be fucking riots on the streets and, you know,
If I can
smashing
find
and
it.
stealing food from supermarkets and crazy
Oh
guns
my
going off
God.
fucking everywhere.
Everywhere. Killing people in the street.
And all that takes is a simple EMP pulse
Right.
from outer space.
Right. A solar flare or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Send the satellites back home.
yeah, and it would send us back 2,000 years.
Could you imagine, like, if everybody's credit and money and shit got deleted?
A hard wipe.
A hard wipe?
Look at that.
Fuck.
Put
So
a
that's
dome
in-
on that bastard.
There,
Look at that.
When was she built? Was it something like 14 or 15 something?
Can you make this bigger by any chance?
I'm trying to remember when it was built. It's Christopher Wren, I think, wasn't it? So it'd be
Now, was that a painting or is that all sculpture?
a sculptures, I
That's
think.
all sculptures because
I
they look.
think.
It
Don't
looks
quote
like
me.
they're. I don't know. I can't tell.
I can't tell either.
Let's see.
It might be paintings inside archways. If you see what I mean.
There's that one city in the desert. Remember they built it into the mountain. You know what I'm talking about? And
Look
it
at-
has this door that
look
has
at that.
never been opened.
Yeah.
Look at
Oh,
this.
Hell of a
India.
fucking building. It really is.
Look at how big that is.
The mind that
Got a lovely organ.
drew that out Dear
It says
Lord,
it's
the
been standing
acoustics.
since 1710.
1710.
Yeah.
The acoustics in that place.
That looks like that dude was on some fucking
LSD.
Side of that fecker.
DMT or some shit.
He was like, I got the perfect construct.
okay,
Look
now
at this. Look at the outside of it.
imagine how long it takes just for the schematics and even just before you even start to plan.
And that was-
Years.
and that was what, 400 years ago?
The math behind it and the materials. See, that's the thing, Kent.
Yeah.
The pyramids. You have to have an idea first. Years. That's years. And then
Well, this is the thing about essentially the pyramids were built. Well, were asked to be built by royalty, for
Right.
want of a better word, which meant cost, manpower, the deaths of the manpower. Not bothered about that at all, and everything else, and how long it takes
time
doesn't
frame,
matter.
Yes.
Just go and build those fuckers.
But you don't think they wanted to see that shit
So-
before they died? Or did they go into it knowing we won't know how this looks, but our sons will know how this looks?
And all
It was a
kind of that
legacy.
kind of thing.
Yeah, it was a legacy that they were going to leave, right?
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah. Well,
if-
they'd be buried in it eventually. When
Yeah.
it's built,
Right.
You know.
generally speaking, if you ask like these wealthy people, and I mean wealthy people, wealth that we could never imagine. Normally every time you ask them, well, what do you want to leave behind when you pass away? 9 times out of 10, they say a legacy.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
They want to be known for something,
Right.
Yeah.
not just for their money, for
Yeah.
something other than that.
Right.
It says St. Paul's Cathedral is known for its domes. In fact, 3 domes in one structure. The inner dome can be viewed from the inside and it is beautifully decorated with paintings from Sir James Thornhill.
Okay, so they're paintings, not
Yeah.
sculptures.
No.
Okay, welcome in, Ayer. Welcome in, Gary Gardner.
Air. Give us
Welcome in,
our souls back.
Half God, half beast.
And somebody by the name of Arthur Wellingsley, first Duke of Wellington, is buried there
Oh,
Yeah.
at St. Paul's
the
Cathedral.
first Duke.
Okay. Since we're on the topic of the spheres and how they were getting shit done, why don't you go ahead and pull up the Olmec heads, and let's look at this.
The Samo.
I'm 100% behind the human campaign. Kent, you can't unless you have definitive proof that people from otherworldly places came here and have done this. It's kind of hard to hear it.
You need like
you know?
proof either way, to be honest. Because
The thing about this, if they come from another world, we're talking about the capability of faster than light space travel, right? They're not going to come here and fuck about with rock,
Yeah.
right? They'd leave something, right? If they were going to leave something, they would leave something that absolutely could not possibly have been made by a human,
Right.
right?
That
It would
just
be something like-
mesmerized us.
Yeah, something like a trillion power station or fucking
And
something.
it took care of itself.
Yeah, exactly. And there'd be droids fucking maintaining it and shit like. They're not going to go, right, we'll make it. If they were, I mean, Douglas Adams would probably agree with me. Bless him, if he was still alive. He'd go, yeah, aliens come along and they shape rocks into balls, going, this will fuck them up. I tell you, they'll be
Right.
trying to figure out how they.
Yeah.
They go, how did we do this? You know, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
That kind of shit, for sure. But, space pranksters.
I think
But
I
I can't see it. I can't see it.
I think
But
we
it-
as human mimic everything we see.
I think it's all possible. I hate to be that guy, but I think
it's
everything
possible.
is possible.
I'm not saying it's not possible, but I think us as humans, we like to mimic everything we see.
Yeah.
That strikes our fancy.
They
That's
came
like,
before
Oh,
the
yeah.
Maya,
okay.
Yeah.
before the
So this is a
Aztecs.
quick short.
The Olmecs, one of the earliest known Mesoamerican civilizations, flourished in the tropical lowlands of what is now southern Mexico. Their culture is shrouded in mystery, but their legacy is undeniable, and left giant stone heads behind.
Those heads are
These colossal heads carved
huge.
from single blocks of volcanic basalt are a testament to their advanced skills in art and engineering. 17 heads found up to 40 tons each.
40
Each head
tons?
is unique with distinct
That's
facial
insane.
features, possibly representing individual rulers or important figures in Olmec society. We don't know their language or their real name. The Olmec script remains undeciphered, leaving many aspects of their culture and history a mystery. But we know they shaped Mesoamerica.
They brothers.
Their influence.
Wait, I'm gonna get to that. Hang on.
Look at. Yeah,
Okay.
it was just.
Now, there have been some archaeologists.
I'm gonna just play it
Go
and
ahead.
bring it up.
Go ahead.
Just-
No, play
just-
it. Play
okay.
architecture and religious practices of later civilizations. They were the first to build cities.
Are you sure that's not your
such
brother?
as San Lorenzo
Look like
and
it.
Levento, which became major centers of Olmec culture and power.
Kent's like,
And
I didn't say
possibly
it,
the
she
first
did.
to play team
She
sports.
said.
The Mesoamerican ball game, a ritualistic sport, may have originated with the Olmecs. Before the great empires, there were the Olmecs. Their innovations laid the groundwork for the civilizations that followed. Next, Petra City carved in stone.
That's crazy.
Okay,
They
so
brothers.
there have been some archaeologists
They eat fried chicken and
who
cornbread.
were
With
saying that
watermelon.
they've literally seen statues that look somewhat like that in Ethiopia, right?
Oh, really?
And they were saying, we think African people before the Aztecs were here. I mean, he was like, the proof is in the fucking statues that they created. And if you look at them, can you pull a picture up of another one real quick?
Of what?
An Olmec head.
Yeah.
They got the big, wide,
It's-
breathing all the white man's air
And
noses
and the big old lip cushions.
and them big old sausage lip cushions.
I mean, it's
if you depicting yourself, then you telling me you black as hell.
if you're just going off a mindset that is just rational, okay?
I wonder if they ran out
Without-
of chicken on that goddamn island.
without anybody's dogma or creed or dictation. If you physically look at the statue,
That look like a brother.
you would say that's an African of
That,
some
that,
sort.
that ain't no
It's-
white man.
You know what it reminds me of? The
East Timor.
Hawaiian.
Tongan or
Yes.
Samoan.
Tongan.
Yeah.
Samoan. There you go.
Samoa.
Samoan.
Right, but why would they be here?
Because of the little slanted.
Right,
Well, the
and
continents-
somewhat
the continents
Asiatic.
used-
But
Yeah.
in Mexico.
The
No, this ain't
continents
Mexico.
used to
This
be
is-
connected.
Go ahead, Kim. What are you saying?
The continents used to be connected.
They
Yeah,
right.
Pangea is what you're saying, brother.
Supercontinent, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they could have come over. I mean, but wow, right? Like with that technology to do and carve, do we even know what that? It was stone. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Just to do those features.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the continent was together, I mean, that's really, really dating the human civilization.
And they're still like these things have been buried.
I like it.
Okay, I want to show this only because it's fucking hilarious. This dude went over here and took a picture, and he was probably like, "Dang, they made us."
Rabbit said McDonald's fries last longer.
Yeah, for reals.
Yeah.
real.
This dude took a picture of one of the heads, the Olmec heads, and I bet he thought, "Damn, they sculpted me."
Damn.
Look
There
at
you
that.
go. That's a brother right there.
Apparently,
Tell
so
me
all-
it doesn't look like him. Look at that.
several thousand years ago, there were black American football players. Look at that.
Look at that. It
That's what I'm saying.
literally is him.
Football
Got his helmet on and
got
everything.
his helmet and everything.
Got his helmet and everything.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Damn.
They need to do it. They need to find out there's more chicken. Look for chicken bones.
Look for
Dude,
look for chicken bones.
Wasn't
you find
there
chicken bones, you know for sure they
wasn't there a theory
You go right.
You
to
go.
where because you have that thing about like a doppelganger or whatever. Wasn't there a theory of there's only so many of like humans that can be made until you start reproducing the same ones again?
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But doesn't that sound like a simulation?
I mean,
Really, Daryl?
Oh, he had to go
Really?
there.
right.
She said it.
Hey,
She said it.
Hey, Paul Holmes said those
How do you run out of something, Kent? That
Wait, Paul Holmes said those are lip implants.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. That they okay.
So Paul Holmes said they injected their goddamn sea biscuits to look like what they was trying to look like?
You can
That's
run
crazy,
out of
though.
sugar. It doesn't mean it's fucking made by computers.
I don't know, Kent.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
good chance. There's a good
I don't
chance.
know. I don't know.
If we could create things that look indistinguishable from our reality, which AI is already doing, then there's
Which
a
is
probability
We
that
can 3D print some shit.
we are within the same
So
simulation.
it's crazy, like the stuff that AI is doing. Apollo had sent a video
Ones and zeros.
that was created all by AI,
Mm-hmm.
and the images in that video was wild. It was, some of it was kind of disgusting and grotesque. So that's why he was like, you may not want to share it on popcorn
Right,
night. And I'm
right.
like, let me view it through and through. And I'm like, I'm not going to share this on popcorn night because it was kind of disgusting. But the images were so real and realistic.
Yeah.
And I think that's what made it that much more grotesque because of the realism
Telling you.
behind those AI images.
If
It was
it's creatable, then
it was
it's a good chance we're in
insane.
one. Biscuit said, how many genetic combinations are there?
That's what I was saying. Like that's what I was saying. Like there's that
That's a
theory
mutt.
Can you look that up?
that
real
there's
quick?
only so many, and then you have
Right.
to just
replicate.
it starts again.
That's what I'm saying. That sounds like there's a limitation into the
So
code.
there's been a bunch of photos that have come. They've been coming around for years, but of like famous people, like movie stars and
Baseball players.
and heads of
The
states,
redheads.
Yeah.
where they've compared them to. But this is different from that redhead. They've compared them to pictures that are dating back to the 1800s.
Oh yeah, I've seen
Right,
some of
yeah.
those.
And
yeah.
they literally
Look-
are
looks
like,
same.
what the
Word.
Yeah.
fuck? Is
What
that
is
the
that?
same?
What is that?
Yeah.
It's running its course.
Okay, do me a
Yeah.
favor.
Yeah.
Look up a short for the best example that we live in the simulation.
And if you think about a monarch butterfly,
Yeah.
every last one of them look the same.
Right.
I mean, yeah, there are little dots, maybe some subtleties.
subtlety, but that's a glitch in the system.
You can only look. There's that goddamn plane that's
Yeah,
coming
no, I've
around
seen
right
him.
now.
He's been
You
here
can
for a minute.
only, geez, that's crazy. So Kent, 100 years ago, my good sir,
We're
you
gonna
were
treat
walking
Kent.
the earth.
Let's treat Kent like Google himself.
There's carbon cop. Kent, you must have lived.
Here is a list of all the best porn sites.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Thank you, Kent. Thank you, Kent. Google.
Yeah. Did you mean niggle?
Excuse me,
What did
sir.
you say again, Kent?
Niggle.
God
Nico.
damn it. I'm going to have to create another show.
It's my British accent. It's throwing you.
Yes, it is.
Did you by any chance go see that short?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that shit's funny as hell. I'm sorry.
I was dying laughing creating it.
Beautifully edited.
I know. I was like,
Beautifully
why does this not have more traction? That is funny as shit.
Oh man.
Oh my lord. Oh. No, I'll tell you what, I'm still trying to get my head round quantum entanglement.
Yeah,
You
that's
read-
what.
You
that's
read
what
about
Big-
that?
That's what Big Key is going on
Yeah.
too.
Oh, mate,
my
it's-
brother and I are quantum entanglement.
Yeah,
that's
for
for
real.
sure.
Mate, that's mindfuck. If you
Yeah.
can have a particle, like, say, for argument's sake, 100 million light years away from another particle,
Yep.
and you
And you
change the
fandangle
state
it.
of that particle, that one
Yes.
changes at exactly the same
Yes.
time,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yes.
yet you can't travel faster than the speed of light, suggests there are more than one dimension within the
But-
dimension where we exist.
But it would be, but one particle, one particle would be in superposition though.
Mm.
If you affect one of them, the other one that you can't see will be in superposition until you're able to render it, can't observe it.
Let me play
They
play
did a
this.
test. They did a test. Go on, play this.
I googled or I didn't Google, but in YouTube I put quantum entanglement for dummies. So let's see what this video says.
Let's go.
Everything is connected, and here's why. It's all about a concept called quantum entanglement. This strange phenomenon means that particles, no matter how far apart, can mirror each other's movements.
That's the insane
Even
part.
Einstein found it confusing and called it
Spooky action.
at a
Shit.
distance. Now think back to before the Big Bang, when everything was just one single point. That connection is still here. We're deeply linked to each other in the universe. Through this cosmic web, your thoughts can connect with your desires, shaping reality in the vast quantum field. This isn't just a theory, it's a fundamental truth of our universe. You're an essential part of this cosmic dance, not just watching from the sidelines. Every thought you have sends ripples across the quantum world, shaping the grand performance. The power of your mind is incredible, so think carefully and let your desires come to life in this interconnected universe.
That's the crazy thing is the internal too, because people think, and there's even, I don't think it's a theory anymore. When you're thinking internally, that's quantifiable data, which equates to weight, right?
I have not been the same.
So now they're saying now, anything saved on a hard drive, anything saved in a server, wherever you can store data, that weight accumulates over time. And the bigger our infrastructure gets, where we're constantly storing data, it's adding particular amount of weight on this planet. So that left the door open. If you open up the hard drive, you can't physically see any of the weight, right? So they're suggesting, well, that makes sense for 96% of what we can't see in the night sky in space is that in itself. It's all data. It's data that's just there, and we are just...
Well, they had a big old...
Well, where Warhart says about... He says, tell me there's no God. Okay. There's no God in terms of, a bearded guy in sandals living in the clouds, okay? Right? That's ridiculous.
Okay. Let's wait. Let's just start and say this is just your opinion.
Oh, Christ, yeah, this is my opinion.
This is just Kent's opinion.
Because we don't know.
As he says, Christ.
Yeah, I know. I love it.
I fucking love that.
Let's go. Here we go.
Here's the thing. We like to think there's a reason for things. We like to think there's a reason we're here. We like to think there's a reason that the universe is out there and it's that big for a reason. Everything is for a reason.
Right.
And
it's human nature to need that reason.
And it would make logical sense to assume that it was made by something greater. It wasn't just there, right? And we call that generally God, and God is the
universe.
Well,
it's how we're reflecting. It's many names.
It's a reason for there being a universe, shall we say? Right? I mean, we've made it into the bearded guy with sandals, because that's relatable.
Is Buddha in some other cultures?
Yeah, exactly. So
the fat guy with.
It's always going to be some guy. It's never a woman. You have to go to more ancient, more liberated civilizations to have women as gods.
India has them, don't they?
Yeah. So, we've got that whole thing. So we're trying to explain ourselves and why and what we're in and all the rest of it. There's a theory that the universe is inside something else. Beyond, so the universe actually comes to an end, and then there's something else outside of that. And they go, but so what's outside there and everything like that? And we'll, as it stands, I mean, we're not going to ever know.
No.
Right, but when you say, go ahead, Daryl.
On that quantum entanglement, what show is...
I mean, that suggests there's something else after this, Kent, but go ahead.
What show is touching on it, and I think they're doing a great job about it, and I'm excited for season 2 to come out.
The 3-body problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Because of is it 3 people that they chose, and they can't tell them anything. They can't instruct them. They can't communicate. They can't even think about it if they're not in a certain room because of the whole quantum entanglement. Like it can't go out because then whatever this thing coming down is going to know.
Yeah.
I think they're touching on that.
Yeah.
Quantum entanglement really good.
But then that's why a lot of people still think,
Synchrotron is God. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Synchrotron is God.
and he harbors your dreams in that damn snow globe of
Yeah.
his. But I mean, hey, look at it like this. When you don't have enough context to things, speaking of the three-body problem is something coming to Earth. What is that? The new Oumuamua, the 31 Atlas or something?
Yeah, 331
Atlas.
or I3
Okay,
something like that.
So they say, especially the scientist named Avi Loeb, says it's not behaving like a comet
Or a meteor.
or whatever. It's actually taken on a course where it's behind the sun as if it's doing something that it doesn't want us to see.
Yeah, its trajectory positioned it to go around Mars and to precisely hit the sun as we hit the opposite side of the sun. So, so we can't get a close look of it. And scientists weighed that calculation and said that is like a 7% probability.
And it's not giving off, it's not burning, it's not off gassing. I think they're saying something like,
yeah, it's not melting.
It's not. Right. There's no liquid vapor coming off this. And right now is the time where there should be some form of tailing.
Right.
And when they look at it through a spectrometer, here's the interesting thing. It appears to be a orb of light, a spherical form with some sort of light or energy behind it.
And there's
Go ahead.
And there's a graph too that shows for comets, like there's a water deposit. And when you look at it on the graph, when they do similar comparisons, the lines of where water deposits are and what it's like usually made of, those lines don't exist with this particular, what they call a comet.
Which they're saying, like, it's some weird things about it. But on the other hand, if you ask like Gronk or Chat GPT, they say, yeah, it's doing some weird things, but there's still no evidence that it's something of an alien ship, right?
Yeah.
And that's cool. That's cool too, because you want the truth in times like this. Here's where it gets crazy when you leave out those contexts, right? And then you have everyone on YouTube right now looking at this thing. You can't go anywhere without seeing it. And it weighs in the favor of it's an alien ship.
What?
Look at the dangers that can do on our society and how our government,
or some good it could do, it could do some fucking.
But look how our government could use this to play a power trip on us,
Project Bluebeam,
or to say, hey, we need like this new world order because there's things out there that we don't know about that could be coming here, and we need to change up our.
Well, I hope that they're not like us. That's all I can say. Because historically, the more advanced race has not exactly been a fucking boon to the less advanced races that it's come up against.
I mean, human-wise.
Has it?
Yeah, human-wise. But we don't know about another race.
Warhard R said the government will sell us out. I absolutely believe that.
It'd be selling itself out.
It'd be selling itself out.
And I'm with Kim, but why would the other race come here when we're doing a fantastic job of killing ourselves? You think aliens can do worse than what we can do?
Well, Rabbit saying we're giving the government too much credit.
But do you think aliens can do worse than what we can do to ourselves?
No.
We're on the brink of fucking nuclear warfare.
We wouldn't even.
You don't know what what they'd be capable of. If they're capable of building a ship that's come clearly quite a distance,
right?
Who knows?
But why waste your time? You can see these planets already fucking itself.
Yeah, you could already
just sit there and wait it out.
Or
you never know. We might have a resource they want.
Oh, that's true too.
That's what I was just
and
gonna
say. And we're going to be fucked then.
Yeah,
I mean, but
what if we are the resource? Here's the thing
could
too.
Be.
Here's the thing too.
Farming us.
That I didn't know was a thing until I saw this article. Was 9 times out of 10 they're able to track asteroids well before they even get
this was
anywhere near the solar system.
Right.
This one, just magically poof, and it was here. Now, they say, well, could it have been no one was around to observe it coming in? Other people say it's highly impossible because we have probes all the way out there, and this is what NASA does for protection of the planet. This is their sole reason is to look at anything coming in to our solar system. And this thing just arrives there. Just
poof.
And then now it wants to hide behind the sun and not take a full-on course of action with Earth. And then it just flies right on out. Doesn't hit anything. It comes close to Jupiter. Avi Loeb suggested we send a probe from Jupiter. If we act now, we can intercept it and get a great picture of this, right? Because I guess this
is that all they're gonna do though? Take a picture.
But who's to say that they haven't already done
The
it?
fact that we have shit out there in our solar system to just break course and go investigate shit says, I bet you they got more shit that's even better than that.
Yeah, you might be.
That's
right
just
about that.
some shit we know about. But what about the shit we don't know about?
And they've also found the cure for cancer. They just don't want to say
I'm
anything.
sure. And
Well, you gotta
HIV.
have population
You know.
control.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But then there again, remember Laika, the first dog into space,
Oh yeah.
is still up there.
Mm.
Poor
How's it
little
eating?
No, he's dead.
He stopped eating a long time ago.
I'm like,
Yeah,
he's still up. Yeah, his body. So are a few fucking monkeys, Kent, which is fucked up because we were probably related.
Yeah, you never know, mate.
And wasn't one of the first monkeys like terrified, like didn't
Yeah,
want
like
to go
did
up or
not
something
want to
like
go.
that? Yeah.
Well, can you blame that little guy?
Yeah, it goes. So I'm coming
He knew
back when?
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
James Dyson said baby oil is a must for any race of
Apparently.
green-skinned minis.
Oh.
Monies.
Oh yeah. The old three-fingered handshake. Yeah.
I don't know what
I-
that is.
I
but
think
don't
it's,
know.
And what's your name? Smack.
Right. But who I mean, let's look at this. Right? We're not scientists.
No.
The only thing we
If
know
we
is
are,
what
we're the stupidest
Right,
scientists.
for real.
out
the
there.
only thing we know is
we
what
don't have
we
the
hear.
facts.
Right? The only thing we know is what we fucking hear.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this.
Go on.
If all we know is what we hear and what we see on TV,
We're fucked then.
we're fucked. Kent. We are cooked.
I love it. We're fucked.
That Kent came to that
Oh,
answer
yeah.
real quick.
Real quick.
We're
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. We're fucked.
cooked. We're cooked.
We're so clueless. We're clueless.
It could be a chance that none of that shit is even going on out there.
They say those who hold the fucking knowledge
Yeah.
are king.
Yeah.
And if the higher powers hold all the fucking knowledge that we don't know about, we are 100% origami boat, origami paddle,
We're fucking off.
and we're fucking off.
The famous saying, in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king.
Yeah.
Serious.
We only get what they want us to know.
That reminds me of that Apple TV series
See.
with Momoa.
yeah,
See.
see.
Yeah.
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 Where even if you had sight, you were at a
You were
disadvantage.
blind as fuck.
Yeah.
But there again, when you think of the human eye and the human ear, the human eye only sees certain bands of light. The ear only hears certain bands of frequency. You know, it's not perfectly designed to have anything to do with what's going on out there.
Right.
Right.
Because we
Hey.
can't see and hear half of the fucking shit that's going on.
Well,
Right.
fucking Ayer is technically I have a Bachelor of Science and a postgrad in science. Listen here, Ayer. Okay, you probably got more sense than the rest of us.
Right.
You're in the books, but you're only in the books of knowledge that they want you to read.
What's
Just so
your-
you know.
yeah.
Let's start there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't know the real.
Unless you really went out and did some Freemason shit.
However, what say you, sir?
What's going on out there?
What-
What's your opinion?
What's your opinion on this shit?
on Atlas? I want to know James Dyson's opinion too, because
he can watch
I
it.
wanna
he
know if he
literally
saw
has
it.
a telescope.
Yeah.
And here's a question for James Dyson. Do all telescopes have a spectrometer device on them where you can look at different fields like gamma and all that shit?
I don't think all of them do. I wouldn't imagine the low
Oh, it's
models.
2025. Like,
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
No, Vicky
that-
said no, so did Air. I didn't think so.
The question Rabbit's saying about if there was an alien ship coming to bend us over, what would the average person do? I would imagine mostly a bit of panicking and fuck all of anything creative or useful.
yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of like, if that happened, Kent, I think the world stands still. I think even if something just went past where 1 million people witnessed this, no matter where in the world, I think the world stands still. I think there's a reset button. I think no one goes back to work. There's going to be slight panic, and people are going to be confused on their religion. What does that mean for paying taxes tomorrow?
Well,
we all seen something.
let me
or
ask you
most
that.
of us.
I want to ask you that while it's fresh in my mind. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
If you were the higher powers that be, and you had information of a alien civilization that they were alive and well with this, but you knew your masses wasn't ready. You knew, you did all the calculations that if we tell the people that this is going on, we know that it'll be probably one of the rough times of our lives because some people may not go back to work. How do we feed people in the grocery stores? How do we keep the power on if everybody just runs in panic? We have to lie to them to save their own lives because it's impossible to think that they can integrate so easily. So what's the best thing that we do? We use Hollywood. We slowly drip feed UFO movies. We slowly say things like aliens and to see how comfortable the people get.
And the mainstream media now is all.
Yeah, but the real core of that, though, right? The core of this is, an alien spaceship turns up, right, in our near orbit, right, and society falls apart, going, well, what the fuck? And like you say, people won't go to work tomorrow, blah 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 blah, all this sort of thing, and all the rest of it. And that would be the point where the people who were always running the place, who always had us bent over, lose control.
Damn.
That's why they're so intent on
keeping it a secret,
keeping things quiet all the time.
Right.
Because what the human race would do, admittedly, yes, there's going to be casualties, loads of them. But essentially, what the human race would do is go back to doing what they used to do, where you used to grow your own food, and you raise your family. You didn't go to work. You didn't earn money.
But
you bartered. You traded, right?
Are we too far gone for that with these concrete jungles?
If something came along that could disrupt it and have everybody on the planet suddenly realise that what they're doing is they're living for these other people who have all the money and all the power, and everything we do is to benefit them, and we're trained to believe that we're all free. And we're doing this for a reason, where it's just a concept that was created for us to live in. And, sort of like stock markets and stuff like that. I'd go, oh yeah, money trading hands. But there's no money. It's just figures on paper.
Okay, but how do we make that transition not hurt us? How do we say,
you can't.
Like,
but,
we're going to lose some people.
Oh yeah. You can't, you couldn't do it. You couldn't do it because the people in charge who control media and what we get to know and not know make sure that everything stays the status quo. But if like I say, if a Dutch great big spaceship from out, from Christ knows where turns up over all the major capital cities and stuff like that, and everything falls apart, the people with all the money, suddenly money has no meaning.
It has no.
So they then have no power.
So is that why they don't say anything?
Yeah.
I mean,
but
if
they can keep something quiet that could damage their control and their power.
But what if they know something where it's like inevitable and they have no control over it, right? Because they're powerless to it. What do? That means they're fucked too, right?
Well,
like if
they'll
they
probably
know something.
lie for as long as possible.
Right.
They're probably in much the same way where everything that goes wrong in the States at the moment, apparently it was due to the Biden administration. Right? whatever it is, you go, oh, it's because of the Biden administration. Is like at the moment, it's the Republicans' go-to excuse for everything that they have done and fucked up. They said, oh no, it's the people before, right? It's never them, kind of thing. And they'll do, we'll all do exactly the same thing. We'll say, oh no, we must not panic, and everybody must remain with everything be as it is, so we are still in power and we keep our money.
Okay, Ken, but let's just say the government's in on it and everyone sees a UFO in every country and everybody's like, ooh.
You ain't going back to the
what real power is there to be gained?
It's shot.
Oh, there won't be. If
It's
that
shot.
if that happened, there's nothing they can do about it. The whole place will turn to shit overnight.
Yep.
And then
Agreed.
there'll be cults popping up out of nowhere, and there'll be people praying to the spaceships.
Here's what's going to happen, though. In my mind, if that were to happen, that if this hypothetical scenario were to happen, and these alien beings came to Earth, that means they would have to rapidly have some sort of communication means to tell every soul on this planet, this is our intent. It is not to harm you, but we are going to set the balance.
Oh, Bicky says martial law.
But listen to me. Like, these aliens would have to come here and say, we are here to reset the balance, so where it's not being dictated from your president, right? These aliens are going to have to bypass all of our procedures and contact each and every last soul on this planet and say, this is what we need you to do to make this integration as less painful than possible. You still have to go about your ways to make sure you eat and keep your education, but we're going to set the balance.
It depends on what they're here for, right? If they were here for a natural resource, like, i.e., I don't know, water,
they could just take it.
They'll just take it. Yeah, they'll just take it.
One last picture. Pull up,
and they would have done it years ago.
Pull up the. Pull up the.
Right. Why wait for our
UK? Crop circles.
Why wait for our little pity, fucking puny, infantile ways to dictate a higher, more advanced race? They could just be like, "Fuck you, we do whatever we want." We could just send this little germ
swim
down
through
here
some pictures
and just eradicate
of
you
highly
all
credible ones
in 24 hours. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
They don't have to play by our rules.
Right, but Lamar, why even do that if two things are gonna happen. Aliens find out we're here, Earth means nothing, boom. We don't even know what hit us.
That's one scenario.
Right? Fuck all the bullshit. Or just send down some wicked fucking virus. Nobody knows. Kills you in seconds.
Simple.
Right? Now they can come and claim the planet and not have to have the planet destroyed.
Exactly.
Here's the other thing. If they've gone out of the way to present themselves and haven't done any of that, chances are it's gonna be for the betterment of society because they recognize a slight thing like, I don't know, the kids are playing with the matches in the universe. Right? Or it could just be, hey, look, we're here, you see us, gone. Right? Nothing. No message, we're here, you see that you're not alone.
I'll give it one year and we're back to killing each other. Fucking A.
Yeah, the thing is, I mean, if they come from some sort of utopian society, they'd look at our television broadcasts and stuff like that and go, nah, I don't think so. Forget it. Yeah, not them, Because they're already talking about how they're starting to regret now that they put our name and address on Voyager 1.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Like, why would you do that?
Here's where we are. Fucking broadcast ourselves.
Right. Okay, let's look at this crop sign. Okay. So crop circles are a huge thing in the UK. They only really appear in the UK. There are tons of farmers, and people, you can go look this up. Tons of farmers who are highly pissed and who have taken to defenses. They have drones, they have dogs, they have new fence lines because a lot of their crops are going to waste. Now, there are some farmers who think that this is something completely off planet and they capitalize on it. And when reporters come, they charge them money. and this is how they recoup their grains and their losses.
I know a
right?
guy that does this.
Yeah, there's people that do it for
Okay.
sure.
Yeah. You
So-
do it with a plank and with a
Right,
loop,
right.
looped bit of string.
But Kent, a lot of that's been disproven because these things at the nodules and how they're intertwined with they've done a comparison between planked and like supposed. I'm just saying
where there's a deformity
Where there's a
in the
deformity.
actual grain
Yeah.
at the nodule.
Yeah.
Where it connects.
and how it.
People who do it with a plank, these fibers break in any other area, right? They don't have a mutation to them. The ones that are what they're considering to be legit, they have a mutation to the actual nodule, and they all fold over due to some
Well,
sort
I'd like
of
to see the scientific evidence of that.
due to some
Kent,
sort of
you
heat
just
source.
Check it out. My God, they
Is
put them
there
up on
a-
these channels. They
is
got
there an article
articles on them.
how they're folded and
Because I must admit,
and the radiation levels change too?
They debunked
You
that.
would have to actually search for that.
Chaz, who does this, and there's loads of them. There's a huge club.
Right.
They love the whole. They love it. They know
Yes.
they're doing
Yep,
them.
Yep. For some
I
of them.
bet Chaz knows the one who done that.
Mm-hmm.
He
For
knows
some of them.
He knows the guys who done that.
But you don't think that some of them might be
No,
weird and strange?
no.
Interesting.
Think about it. Well, all right. If it's not done by inverted commas people, who is it done by? And then
Again, that's the
what
mystery.
the
of that.
fucking hell was the point?
Who knows? Just because you don't
there's
understand
a
something doesn't
short
mean it ain't real there, Kent.
Of one
That's
being created.
I
by
will
some
agree
kind of
with you on that.
orb.
But also, you have to apply logic to things.
Oh, I Kent, you know
And
me.
there's-
I'm 50 in and 50 out, my good
Mate,
sir.
They were talking about spaceships coming down and aliens doing
Yeah.
this, right?
Yeah.
And it's like,
But
No.
again,
No.
that's just your own logic. Like they have their own
Directed energy,
You know
microwaves.
what I mean? Like that'd be like me. Like I don't know why Indians would use bow and arrows. That still doesn't make any logic. But that would just be me saying that, right? You don't understand another supposed. I'm just throwing this out there. Hypothesis, racist intent on what makes logic to you versus to them. Especially if you have no
why
idea.
would you fly light years to go and fucking
Just to do
flatten
that,
some
right?
corn?
I don't know.
And then, but again, Kent, we don't even
I
know.
don't know.
But if they said this is why, and they told you if they were actually,
And we would
factual
then
thing,
probably turn around, and if they told us why, we'd probably turn around and go, "Well, you're a fucking idiot, then, aren't you?"
And my whole thing, and my
Then what
whole
is the
thing,
point? No, if they're trying to let us know that they exist, there's better ways of doing it.
But here's my thing though, Kent. Everybody says they're advanced than us, but what if they are just got like different technology and we're equally as smart in our technology? Like who says that these
They came
cocksuckers are
here
more
by
advanced than
steam
us?
power?
Okay, well,
What?
hang on.
What do you
hang
mean?
on, Hang on.
I
hang-
mean, like if there's a civilization that just has different technology but has the same amount of time in their evolution process as us,
and they just figured out a different thing.
and they just figured out different
how to
shit.
fold space and time.
Right. Who says who is like for us, we know how to like build CERN and make a fucking nuclear bomb. And for them, they know how to rip into a dimension. You know, we have different technologies, but who says they're smarter than us?
Well, perhaps they're not, because they seem to be spending their time flattening corn.
And their ships crash. If you're so fucking superior, why are you crashing in New Mexico?
But I mean, okay.
Oh yeah,
Here's
the
the
whole
thing.
New Mexico thing. Man.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. We can't overlook certain things too, or it's gonna discredit people, or it's gonna put people into a reclusive mindset. What about the stories like James Dyson? What about the stories like Tone Smith, and the many others who have come on, witnessing some strange things in the sky, like
Billy aliens.
Saurians have landed. Like, what about these stories that they've seen? They've literally seen some weird shit, right? Like, do we just discredit the stories that they've seen? I mean,
Oh no! I mean, nothing is worth discrediting, right?
Okay.
And it's very hard to discredit anything when there isn't not enough information to go on
Yes.
anyway, right? you can argue opinion, right?
That's about
Which is
about
what we
it.
tried to do, right?
Yep.
I'm going. I can't see why they would bother flattening corn. You know, I don't see.
What if it's markers?
The reasoning.
What if it's markers for like if they're making markers, and who knows if they're like logging this shit in, like this part of the region is this particular marker where these people have crops, and
this planet has this,
and they're like coordinating with some other part of themselves, right? Like they're just making these markers.
Because there is a such thing as stumbling on technology by accident. We've done it as humans, like so. It's highly plausible.
Paul Holmes says, "I wish they would do my lawn."
It's highly plausible that somebody or something like stumbled on something that just gave them technology when they weren't ready for it. But half God, half beast says, what about the highly complex geometric shapes you could do that, what is he saying? Treading on a plank with some string to hold on to. I don't know if I quite understand.
Oh, so you let this string hang from a plank, and it
what
just
you do
makes
is you
these
hold the plank and you put your
geometrical
foot on
patterns.
it, and that crushes the corn down. And you make your geometric shapes like that. That's what Chaz does.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, right? I mean, I can't say too much about him because you never know he's listening. But
yeah,
he has a job, right, in an office, suit, the whole thing. And at weekends, he likes to go with this club and make crop circles.
Oh, I believe it.
You know? And you think, well, like I said to him, I said, yeah, but why do you do it?
Yeah. Why are you out there
What's
doing it?
What's the point? He goes, because it creates mystery. Okay.
Ask him next time, Kent, does he believe in ones that are, because they had to have gotten the idea from somewhere. I always like to question that. Ask him if he's ever seen one that he could look at and go, damn, that would take a long ass time for us to do.
So, Biscuit, are you saying it's a thing that's hard to do with the plank? Like you just can't achieve certain shapes with just a plank?
Yeah, because some of these things are
I'm trying to understand what he's saying without the.
Well, that's what I was trying to tell Kent. Like they have these other ways. Like you have to see how these other ones are formed. Like they're saying there's no way you could come in here, and they're fully aware of people that come out there and do it. But the time frame that it takes, the precise impression in these crops, and they come in the morning or
Can you pull
at
up
night,
a highly complex one?
and they're gone before the day. And
yeah.
it's just
I had just shown.
they're just huge.
Remember?
Like, give me some more than just one, Daryl, please.
I was showing a few. You were
I was
paying
running
attention.
my lips then.
Yeah,
That's what happens.
exactly.
That's what happens when I'm running my lips trying to read chat and hold ideas.
Bump your gums. But you got to do it. You in the monologue, man.
He said, pull up some pics from around 2012.
2012.
Yeah. I want to see what Biscuit's talking about, because him and I share a lot of, not everything, but we share a lot of
I've seen some
ideals.
I've seen some back then, Vicky, that were like, that's fucking crazy. They have one of an alien head, too, that was really dope. And they said, there's no way this was done in a few hours.
Oh, yeah, like ones and zeros. Right. And yeah. I mean, it's interesting. I love talking about this shit. I don't know what's going on. But
like Ken said, it's the mystery.
I don't proclaim to know what's going on, but it's
the mystery behind it. And it's fun. It's fun to get into mystery.
Shit.
I like it. It makes me blood boil.
Anything that makes me go, like, why would we fucking do this?
This one looks like
Yeah, where'd you get the idea from? What sparked you to do that?
Right.
Oh,
out of all the shit we could be doing, we
always do it in corn and never do it in grass, because on grass it wouldn't show up.
Oh.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that, Kent, because I'm about to show one that was in grass.
Oh, fucking trust you, woman.
And this one was in 2012.
Holy shit.
No, that's green corn.
That's corn.
That's green corn?
Stop fucking grass.
That's green corn.
God damn.
That's corn that hasn't
that
gone
is
golden
corn.
yet.
Yeah, that is corn. Looks like a cornfield to me.
That
Look at
doesn't
that.
like
Come on.
So I take it back, darling.
Yeah.
You were wrong.
I was wrong. Damn it.
She just took it for the bird's eye view.
Yeah.
I did. But those look
but
like
again,
little
I like the.
sperms.
Yeah, but you see where it's flattened in a
floating.
circle. You can not.
Yeah, but show me the tracks out. I just don't.
Five guys can make that. 6 guys
I'm not
together,
saying
all together
I'm not
can make
saying
that
they
in
can't.
what?
I'm not
2
saying
hours.
I'm not saying they can't, but
In
I'm saying
2
there's some.
hours covering all that distance?
Oh yeah, but you see, this is the thing. How big are they?
Well, we
They
don't
look
know.
huge.
They look-
From that,
I
from
know
that-
they look huge,
from
but
that
how big
aerial-
are they?
God, I don't. Okay, I think some of them
Let me see
are
if
absolutely
I can
Yeah,
get...
this is the
man-made.
thing.
And it's got to be a lot of disturbance.
I
Like, where's
think-
all these people like leaving in and out of here undisturbed?
I absolutely think a lot of them are man-made, but there are some of them that just make me want to scratch my head.
Yeah.
I'm not on ground.
Well,
like
again,
Rabbit said, I'm not on the ground
Yeah.
truly investigating these things.
but like I say, again, it's nice to have some mystery going on.
Oh, it is. Or,
You know?
or we wouldn't have conversations like this.
Hey, there you go.
Okay, here's one that'll probably give you a good perspective of how big it is. It's not the same picture, but there's people standing
Wheat, endless fields of wheat.
in it. So if you look right in the center,
Yeah,
there's people in there.
yeah. So what you do with your board, right? You anchor it in the center, and you go round.
Yeah, we've watched those
You know?
videos. Yeah. We probably show some of
And
those.
you could do that
See 'em?
in
Right there.
3.5, 4 hours, maybe.
But don't some of these farmers say, Daryl, like, I was out here an hour ago and I came back and here this is, and within 45 minutes it's done. Wasn't there accounts like that?
There was some time.
There were some time
Yeah.
discrepancies. Like, I just left my field for 30 minutes and I came back and this was there.
There was some that were like that.
Yeah.
Which one? I have
Yeah,
no
but that's
idea.
always a problem because that's one person's word,
Yeah.
isn't
I
it?
mean, yeah.
But
always.
there was also some, like for that one picture that we just saw, you can tell where they started, right? Because it didn't have that perfect circle. Let me see if I can bring it back.
But if
up
you look
again
at
so
those
you can
if you look at those
see what I'm
tractor
talking about.
tracks,
Yeah.
those tractors, those tractors are huge. Like Vicky is saying, that gives you a scope on how big these things are. Too.
Yeah, but it also gives the people the ability to get to that point in the field to do that circle. What I would be really impressed with if there was a very, very intricate crop circle and there wasn't any tracks coming out of the field from it.
And that's what I was just going to say. So if you look at this one right here on the right-hand side, you see how that circle is beginning? It's not perfectly round.
Mm-hmm.
It has that beginning. You can tell that that's where they started from, right?
That's your guess.
Okay, but
there's
all
no
the
evidence saying that's where they started
well,
either.
all the other
you
ones
can
are
use those tractor.
but all the other ones are perfectly circled.
Mm-hmm.
So either this was the beginning or this was the end. It's not a perfect circle.
Yeah, but
You
neither is
can tell-
neither is the inner one and the inner
Right.
one from that.
Right, that's what I'm
But
saying.
what if they're
so
not
that
meant
was
to be perfect circles?
that was a beginning or an end, right?
Yeah.
So there's some that literally have no beginning and no end and no track to like going to it or coming from it. Like in the crops, nothing was disturbed.
Yeah, like it had
And
to have started.
all of a sudden, it was just there.
Yeah, but if you look at the distance between those circles, you can jump that.
On this one, I would say that was probably man-made, but on some,
Looking at those people,
literally,
I don't think you could jump that.
Okay.
there's no beginning, no end. There's no disturbance in the crops where you can be like, oh, somebody walked over there with the big machinery, and they literally found nothing.
And how did you jump through corn and jump over like without disturbing?
Well, when it's
shit?
flattened
Well,
out.
it's like Vicky says, if you want to do science, find more evidence. It would behoove everyone to get their boots on the
Yeah,
ground.
that's the thing, though. You
and
know,
look for themselves.
We always sit and take other people's word
Right.
for it, but we don't want to get out there and do it ourselves.
Ayer says, again, look up Penrose tiling.
Penrose tiling.
Tiling.
But I might. I just like saying that when Ayer or Daza come in or returning. That I might. Whoa, wanka.
The mind says evidence and proof is like beauty what's in the eye of the beholder.
Perceptionist.
The beer holder.
The beer holder.
The beer holder.
Jeez. Speaking of Dazza.
But I might.
I might put myself on one of those cruise ships that goes to Australia, hide myself in the potato section, and
Okay, what are
make
we
my way
looking
to
at?
Australia.
Air.
Wear some skimpy ass clothes.
Yeah.
And speak a half English
Yeah.
African accent.
Yeah, just eat spuds.
I am here to see the countryside.
Yeah, I am here from
Penrose.
Nairobi.
I am here
Nairobi.
to
Tiles.
I apply for your
Okay, Air,
citizenship,
what is
please.
this?
Your visa, motherfucker.
Explain. What is this?
Okay, Ayer, what are we looking at here? Is there any particular thing you want us to look at? I mean, I see the geometrical shapes.
Yeah, and they all like fit into each other. Like that reminds me of a.
It's a non-repeating tiling method. Oh.
Yeah, I can see that on this one that the lady is standing on.
Nice.
Jeez, that just looks like.
It just like that took some time, like literally.
So there's not one pattern that looks.
That's repeated.
Wow. Okay.
That took some time.
I don't know why.
I don't know how big the area
that
is.
gives,
It never repeats, and it's entirely mathematical.
that gives me a headache looking at it.
And how big is it? Oh, wow. Yeah, you know, they was like, anybody walk on this before we done it, I'm fucking you up. Do not mess up my mathematical equation.
I mean, anytime I see geometrical shapes like this,
You have to make these cuts.
You have, but here's the thing. I always think
Gluten
about.
intolerant.
I always think about cymatics. I always think about, like, you know how they put sand on a tray, and then they play music, and then the sand does this geometrical shape.
Yeah. Jeez, how do they?
Icing said, "Why do they keep trying to communicate via inedible grains, though?"
Yeah.
And then, where did that response go? Oh, and then he said, "Who said the gluten intolerant?" I can't find it now.
Probes.
Oh, Probe said because they're gluten intolerant.
Bam.
Okay, look. Before we get out of here, I'm gonna pose one more question.
Well,
I want
probably they
everybody
work
to-
for Weetabix or something like that, you know.
Right?
Yeah, buy our wheat. It's alien.
I want everybody to
Yes.
think long and hard on this one, just like my cock and balls.
Oh, God.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Well,
What
greetings.
happens?
Greetings.
So
All right, the live's over. We gotta go. Bye.
so long, chaps.
Here we go.
I've created my own exit.
It doesn't matter what we talk about. It always comes back to his bollocks, doesn't it?
It does.
Always. His
Or,
cock
always.
and-
or my
cock-
taint hole.
Cock
too.
and balls.
Yeah.
It always rises up sometime during the conversation.
Sometimes,
Always.
dear Lord.
Always.
So we seen.
It always salutes.
So we saw an article today. These Japanese developers into their AI software, they were getting ready to put this software out. We don't know what the software really was about, but before they could, their own AI system deleted their entire data bank, right?
Oh, my God.
And not only
Okay.
did it delete all of their information, everything, it went on ahead and replaced everything with fake followers and fake accounts, and they were like, why would you even do that? That wasn't even remotely in your programming.
Right.
So she was watching me, or you were listening to this, right? So a question just popped into my head. Ask this on the podcast.
Yeah.
What happens when everything gets deleted for all of us? You can't prove you own the home.
Criminal record.
You can't prove you own that car. You no longer have a credit card. You're no longer in the system.
It's funny because the government can do that now, right?
Okay, well, one, there's no benefit in doing that. But what happens globally?
To you, there's no benefit.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. I mean, I like where you're going with that. That's ingenious.
Some might be a huge.
That's
benefit.
ingenious. But what happens? What happens to society when you can't even prove you had the funds in your bank account?
It becomes
you can't prove you had that education.
It becomes grandfathered in.
Is that for?
But how do you freeze
everybody?
everything if everything has been deleted? No one's keeping an eye on paperwork here. There are no fucking magical filing boxes.
Okay, so are you saying that happens to everybody in the world?
It's a reset.
Globally,
it's a reset.
I just want to know what happens globally.
Then
because long are the days where we were patching in calls and there was Barbara at the fucking
you literally will have
Rolodex section going, here's the number here.
You literally will have pockets of war and riots everywhere.
Also, that would be a good time to invest in paper. Shares in paper is going to be because that's going to be the thing of tomorrow.
But what he's saying,
but Kent, hear me out. Go ahead, tell him.
Yeah, but what he's saying is all of that will be wiped out.
There's no data.
Everything. There's no nothing. There's no stock market. There's no bank account.
No data on any
nothing.
Murderers out there. People locked up in jail for what reason now?
Pretend it's the 1800s, basically, is what he's saying.
Yeah, but I mean,
BC.
It's like it's like the concept of banks. In our minds, like if you go to the bank and you say you put £1,000 into, it goes, can you put this £1,000 into my account? And they go, yes. And you go off going, I have £1,000 sitting in my account. No, you don't. That money's gone.
Oh, yeah.
You just have a bit of data sitting on a hard drive saying you put £1,000 in.
Yeah,
it's not there.
It's an idea.
They've invested.
So if all the servers are wiped, what he's saying, what does that look like for us?
Stockholm syndrome is what the mind said.
Then you're fucking broke overnight.
Yeah.
But everybody, though, everybody is. And that's why I said, if that happens and it's worldwide, like I said, you will have mini wars everywhere.
But why would there be mini wars?
Everybody would be happy. They'd be like, fuck yeah.
Okay, but why would there be?
Because if that literally happens to everybody, what do you think the multi-millionaires of the world's going to do? What do you think?
They don't have anything to do anything, Daryl.
Exactly.
They can't do shit.
Exactly. Everything is gone. What about the Prince of Persia, the Prince of over here, the Queen, or now the King?
I fight if I lost
what
all
do you,
my data?
What do you
why would I go
think
out to
is
kill
going to
somebody?
happen? First, they're going to react, right?
Because there's no control.
It's going to be a reaction.
The horses are
first.
loose, right? Yeah.
And
they're
then
running the tundra.
And then after the reaction happens, then there's going to be a pause. If people are like, well, fuck, let's think about this.
Yeah, but I don't think the Queen would be bothered.
After
she's dead.
Well, she's
dead. So
but after the reaction, then there's going to be a pause. And then there's going to.
It'll be the collapse of society.
Yes.
Okay, but you guys, I'm not saying power went out. I'm not saying that
you just lost all your credit.
There's no vehicles.
Which
everything is still functional.
Nobody can prove they own their house. Nobody can prove they own that car.
Right.
Or anything like that.
Gonna make
and
it
they're going to
worse.
want to protect that.
Yeah.
And there's going to be people who are going to be claiming that it's theirs.
When it's not.
You
so
know?
if power's still
And the
available,
place will
if
go to
vehicles
shit.
are still available, if
Place
all
goes
of
shit
that is still
overnight.
available, it's going to
So
be
you're
worse.
saying there's going to be people trying to acquire all of that debt from
That's
people.
not theirs.
I'm the company that
and that's the low level stuff. Then you've got the countries doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know? There'll be countries where they go, no, hang on, we just lent you $30 trillion or whatever. Actually, we'd like that back now because we actually need some money now.
Icing says it's already it's an
imagined
it keeps
system.
Moving. Yeah,
it's an imagined system. The mind said she's speaking facts for real, 100%. And the thing is, so you have to remember who's in power, right? The people who are in power are generally the people who have the most amount of money in the whole wide world, right?
The debt collectors, right?
And not even the debt collectors. I mean, you have princes and prince in other countries who are trillionaires, right?
Well, who's going to fight for them?
So if you take everything away from them, everything that they've known for their whole life, like this is all they've known, that they've had all this wealth
and control,
and not only tangible but non-tangible, which means they can open up their bank account, look at all those zeros. Let me scroll to the left because I can't see them all. You literally wipe that away. they're gonna fucking go nuts.
But what are they gonna do?
And
That's my point, though.
you know what they're gonna do?
What are they going to
They're
do?
gonna demand that their people figure out what the fuck happened, and then those countries are gonna blame the United States, and then the United States is gonna blame Russia, and then Russia's gonna blame.
But what
it's
soldiers
gonna
go
be-
to war with no
Okay,
money?
and I get
What
that.
cops
I get
go to-
that.
It's gonna
I
be
don't
the
see-
blaming game.
I get that, but who's going? Like he's saying, who's going to war for this?
You will have people that will go to war for that.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
One cop is
You
gonna be out
have-
there. I ain't got no more money. I ain't going to work.
You
Fuck
have
that
people.
shit.
You have people
Right.
right now
You know what I
going
mean?
going
If
to
you-
war
if you
that
fight
don't
for
that
me,
they don't
I'll
know
give you
why they're going to
food.
war.
You fight for me, I'll give you food.
Exactly.
But how's he gonna do that? Who's he gonna
And I
pay?
give you
to-
and I give you protection.
But who's he gonna pay to get that protection from? Who's gonna go with no more currency and just go do things for free?
At that point in time, it's who has the most food,
Farmers.
water,
But who's
and
gonna guard it?
shelter.
Okay, but now here's the thing you guys aren't thinking about. Why would someone fight to put themselves back on the grid again?
That's
Why
what I'm
would
trying to-
someone fight to go, wait a minute, I'm gonna go and fight just to what? Get myself back in the same fucking situation? Maybe this is a chance for sheer freedom for me.
Okay, for
broke
some
people.
people, yeah,
Especially
absolutely.
broke people. They like,
Yes,
fuck
but
that.
there'll be
Absolutely.
there'll be
Some-
other people, shall we say, further up the food chain, who are going to
Exactly.
want you to get back on the grid
Exactly.
because you're the people
Yeah.
that was giving them the money in the first place.
And those are the people who are going to be dangerous. Those
Yeah.
are the
Yeah.
people that are going to cause
So
the
now we
riots.
gotta ask.
Those are the people that are going to cause
How
the
many
wars.
of those
It would
are,
be like the way a crime family is built.
Yeah, but how many of those people are gonna outweigh the other people? How many of those people, because there's a lot of poor fucking people out there that may just be like, I don't want to get back on the system. I'm glad I'm out of
Maybe they
debt right
won't,
now.
but they're going to be the ones that are going to have to do something eventually. Because they're not buying food from the shops because they haven't got any money.
Yeah, and it's those people that drive those trucks if they ain't getting money to the grocery stores or the farmer. Like, if there's no incentive, I don't know what that looks
So
like.
here's
Yeah,
the thing.
but there's going to
Here's
be
the-
nobody delivering fuel, so they're not driving there either.
So here's the thing. How many people on this planet would you consider to be just at the red line and below?
Probably 90%.
Give a percentage.
Probably 90%.
Damn, that's a
Okay,
huge
90% is what you say. What do you say, Kent?
Talking from personal experience, I've been at the line 12 times in the last 20 years.
So, okay, Cheech is saying 70%. Give me a percentage.
I say 95% of people.
Lamar says 95. I say
Yeah,
about
we all live close to the line.
I say 96. Give me a percentage, Kent.
Yeah, I'll go along with you. 90, 95%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
We all
Warren
live
said
very close to
90%.
the
Okay.
line. We're not allowed to have more.
How
money.
in the fuck will you convince those people to put themselves back on the grid?
But see, and here's the thing.
They'll
it's
still
not
have
a matter,
power.
Yeah, it's not a matter of convincing them. You don't have to convince them. You just have to have the majority of the people who will listen to you and most of the weapons.
But what are the chances that those people outweigh the people that just don't want to do it?
It doesn't matter.
But there's a sense of
It doesn't
but
matter.
There's
They probably
a sense
don't.
of freedom
They
on the
don't-
line.
They don't outweigh them, outnumber them in any way whatsoever.
Right.
The same as the people that run the world now
Yeah, it doesn't
are
outweigh
a
'em.
minority.
Yeah.
I think
But
you're
they
fucked.
still run the fucking world.
Well,
don't
yeah.
they?
I think you're
You
fucked.
just have to have the majority of the weapons.
Yeah.
So Dazza says there's going to be universal income.
Oh, UBI. Yeah. Universal base income.
I don't know. There'll be factions. There'll be people who don't agree with it, and you know what it's like. It would
You're
be
gonna
like
have,
Republicans and Democrats, right?
Yeah.
There'll be opposing opinions,
Oh God, what was that?
and that's when the
movie?
conflicts start.
Start.
What was
because
that?
opposing opinions can't meet in a room and come to a mutual agreement.
It's going to be the real life of that movie, the trilogy where they had factions.
Yeah.
You had
Yeah.
the workers.
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games. It's
Yeah.
going to be
Oh,
Hunger
yeah.
Games.
Yeah.
Yeah, but things would deteriorate into like tribes. And
You'll
stuff
have the
like that.
military. You'll have
God, that
the.
doesn't give me great hope for
You'll
humanity.
have the earth and Mother
And all it
Nature
takes
people.
is somebody to
and-
release a really decent AI out onto the internet,
That's my point exactly, Kent.
and you could wreck the world's economy overnight.
2, 3,
What
and 4
if- what if-
said, when is this all starting?
Right?
Yeah.
What if AI can
Tomorrow
do that,
about
Kent?
4. Tomorrow
Okay.
about 4.
Yeah.
Kent, what if AI does it globally, like it just did this little company in Japan, where it goes, you know what? There's a large imbalance right now. Let me rewrite this. Let me start putting currency to balance this all out. I'm detecting this is largely fucked up,
Right.
and society can run better
If it was more,
if it was balanced, and it does it. You know what I mean?
think-
Like,
Yeah.
I've been
Well,
saying it for a long time. Daz has been. Now I'm glad Daz says it. It's going to come down to UBI, universal basic income. With all the jobs, our job market.
he said, comply in order to get it. That's scary.
Our
as hell.
job market lost-
I would say that AI is fallible
Yeah, it
because
is.
it's taught by fallables.
Right. So Jerome Powell, our treasurer, right? The job growth report came back. We failed to make the 230,000 jobs for July. It didn't happen, and we're down. They say 1%, but other people say it's more than that.
The CPI is down too.
And Amazon is getting ready to lay off over almost 3/4 of its workforce because the AI is going to take over the job.
Right.
We're already starting to see it.
Yeah.
But are you surprised you have a stupid child running the country?
It's beyond Trump,
Beyond.
Ken. I'm not looking at politics.
No.
I'm looking
No.
at the way infrastructure and AI is
Trump
slowly
Trump
starting
has been,
to take
has
over.
been the gateway
It
to
doesn't
allow
matter.
these fuckers to
It
do
doesn't
this.
matter,
No one has
Ken.
control
No
over
one has control
pharmaceutical
over
and big
that.
business.
AI is going to outweigh your
Yeah.
politics.
No one has control over big business, pharmaceutical, the drug game, the
government
fucking
doesn't
gun
control
game.
how
It's
you
the
run
big
your
Trump ain't controlling
business.
that shit. He
It's
does.
the
He
big
has
business.
zero.
It's big business that put him fucking there.
It doesn't matter. He
doesn't-
can't change the
Okay,
way.
whether-
Yeah, he's the guy.
runs.
He's the guy that
But-
signs the papers.
But
doesn't
whether
And
matter,
he
though,
signs the
Ken.
papers that
Don't
they
matter,
fucking
Ken.
ask him to
It
sign.
don't matter,
whether
Ken.
that's
Sleepy
fa-
Joe did the same
Hold
thing.
on, let me finish saying what
Okay.
I'm
Yeah, but
gonna
this
say.
is worse.
Hold on.
This is worse.
Go ahead.
Whether the big companies put him there or not,
Mm-hmm.
the government cannot dictate how you run your business.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's happening. Businesses are now removing people from employment and using AI.
Damn right. Yes, they right.
People
Worldwide.
are losing jobs because of it. None of that has anything to do with whoever clown is in that presidency seat.
Because when his
It
term
could
is
be,
up,
let me finish. It could be Sleepy Joe Biden. It could be Trump. It could be Ronald Reagan.
Black
it could
ass
fucking
Obama.
be Ronald McDonald in the presidency. The government doesn't have a say on how you run your business, on who you hire, who you fire, and who you replace them with. And that's the problem.
Right.
it'll tax you.
Right?
I
It's the
disagree. I disagree.
businesses.
I can name one thing. I saw it on a mate of mine on Facebook Thursday, taking photographs of the people who own the building next to him. They run this hotel. ICE turned up. They grabbed all the staff, the cleaners, you name it. Some of them actually American citizens, but because they didn't have the paperwork with them at work, loaded into vans, gone.
Okay,
yeah,
but
that's
can't
federal.
that-
This
that's federal
hotel,
crimes.
this hotel had to shut down,
Right.
right? And there's no way in hell they're going to be able to pay an American to work in that hotel for the price these guys were,
Right.
right?
But
so
they're
that's
criminals.
government affecting. They weren't criminals.
They're illegal.
They're illegal.
No, they weren't illegal. They were American citizens. They had
Some
fucking
of them weren't.
paperwork.
Some of them weren't.
They
I
had
can name a
paperwork.
bunch of businesses right here in
It-
Fort
Mate,
Wayne where
they
they
had-
have
they-
illegal immigrants working for them. Just because you hire illegally, that's because you can't afford
No,
or you don't
no,
want to
no, no,
pay an American their wages. This
They
is what you
wa-
do.
What part of they
Everybody's
were
doing
fucking
it.
American citizens are you failing to hear?
They've been fucking American citizens. That's why they're getting it cheap
But
with
no.
illegal immigrants.
It's no, fuck's sake. They had the paperwork, but because they didn't have the paperwork on them, They were loaded into vans and gone.
Yeah, it was Nazi Germany.
If they truly had paperwork,
It would be on them.
I guarantee you they released them and didn't ship them.
You know how many people we know that are here illegally who have fucking fraudulent paperwork?
And
they all have fraudulent.
Hold on.
I know a Native American would
Kent,
say
hold
all
on.
of you are fucking
Kent,
illegal
hold
immigrants.
on. Kent, let me finish this.
Half the world.
Before Trump came in the office and started doing the whole ISIS thing, we already had a job market problem. That did not facilitate our job market issue at all. It had already begun. And it begun when AI started taking people's jobs away. End of story. It doesn't have anything to do with how Trump is running the government, how Biden ran the government, how whoever the fuck is in there ran the government. It's the businesses.
Tell Amazon
That's
that.
how it is.
Yeah, and that's true.
Amazon
Cheech.
firing 3,000 people because now we're going to employ AI.
Yeah.
That's the issue. That's the problem that's
Corporate.
going on with the job market here.
Worldwide, because China's getting ready
And
to
how
lay
is
off a
that
bunch
being
of people, too.
addressed?
And the natives never get any fucking
Well,
say
how can you
either.
address dictating how a company runs their business?
Word.
That's
the reason why you don't want the government
waters
holding your
if
hand.
you allow the government to dictate how you run your business.
And case in point, in Austria, just so you know, with government, like what she was saying, even Austria's government, KTM just got rebought, motorcycle company. Fired over half the staff. They have robots building KTM motorcycles.
Right.
You could go on YouTube and watch it right now.
Any big business is going to do what's best for big business.
And that's fire people.
There ain't going to be
Use
not
fish.
one politician that's going to tell big business what to do. Because if that was the case, the government will be paying their wages. And that's not going to happen. It is going to be a free market.
What people now really need to do and really need to focus and get out of their own way and not be so against AI. Meaning, if we know this is the trend, we've seen it, it's been happening. It's been slowly taking people's jobs away to the point now where we have a huge jobless issue. Now, if we can just see that, recognize it, and
compensate for it.
adapt to it. Meaning, don't be against AI because you're going to have two people who are going to go up for a job, right? You're going to have the individual who has knowledge on how to use AI to make their job easier. And then you're going to have somebody who knows how to do the job, but refuses to use AI. Who do you think they're going to hire? They're going to hire the individual who knows how to use
it as a tool.
AI.
Right.
How am I keeping my job over somebody else? Because I've learned how to utilize AI
As a
in
tool.
my job as a tool to help me, to propel me above my coworkers, which, by the way, my boss and the CEO of the company have both acknowledged how well I've been doing.
Because you used AI as a tool. But you're right too, Cheech, Paul Holmes. AI could do Trump's job easily. AI could do
and more efficient.
AI could do all of our congressional leaders' jobs smoothly, fairly, and just without having any bias or any fucking lobbyist behind them whispering sweet nothings in their ear.
But there's going to come a point where AI is going to be able to replace everybody.
Yeah,
sooner or later.
And that's what we're looking at.
Sooner or later, yes.
So then what? This mass
universal base income.
This huge
Wall-E.
mass of unemployed people. What?
No,
what's to
universal
be done?
base income.
I can predict. I'll predict it now. I'll predict it. The government is going to step in when it comes to AI, and they are going to set a mandate of a law that says there's only in businesses you are only allowed to use a certain percentage
of AI
in your business to run your business. That's the only way people are gonna be able to gain employment again.
I agree with you, Sean, the breathalyzer. I agree with you. And if anybody like that is on the Epstein list, I don't care who you are. If you're on the Epstein list, you're not in my playbook anymore. It's crazy. But you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I mean, that's the.
You're right.
Let me ask you this, Meryl, because when I left San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department, all of our reports were that we had to do. We would dictate it into a little microphone, and then we would give that recording to the to our clerks, and they would type out our reports for us, right? You know, Chat GPT. If I was on the call and I dictated my report to Chat GPT, could it put the headers and make my report already complete? And all I got to do is paste and copy it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that alone right there for police officers is a
time.
fucking wrap.
It saves
you
time.
get rid of those recorders because you don't need them no more.
Right.
I could use in my car. She's telling me
You could finish your reports.
and Chat GPT can knock it out half the time I could
The
do
only
it.
the only
Or
thing,
half the time the actual clerk can do it.
the only thing that Chat GPT can't do, and it's going to be able to do it here in the near future because they've come out with their own AI agent, is it could do all of that for you. It can structure it however way your police department wants it to be. Then it'll create a downloadable file. But here soon, it's going to be able to have your email, right? So, and these are security settings that you have to go in there and allow it to do whatever. And then you'll tell that agent to be like, okay, now email it to this email. And literally, you would have not had to push one button
And my report is done.
on the keyboard.
done.
And it keeps me behind the wheel.
And it's
Right.
done.
Keep me behind the
and
wheel answering
sent
calls.
to whoever,
Prosecutor or whoever.
whoever you need it
The
to go
same
to.
could be said then if this police officer has a camera on his chest
Right.
and it's AI driven, then that means whatever it's seeing on camera,
It can
it's
transcribe
already
it.
transcribing a
Yes.
report for you.
Jesus Christ.
So Zoom now has a feature where it generates a transcription of the video. You
See what I'm
don't
saying?
have to do
You see what
anything.
I'm
There
saying?
you go.
It's done. It's
There
a
you go.
wrap.
So, like to Kent's question though, or to try and answer that, is I think there's only one outcome to it. What will these governments, what would the globe do with about 90% of people who no longer can work? What do you do with?
And
Are we
that-
disposable?
And that's
Do you cull the herd, or do you
UBI it.
come
And
up
that-
with some sort of universal
and
based
that's what
income?
so I don't think universal basic income will ever be a thing. I think what's going to happen is the government is going to have to step in and
Put out some
do
guidelines.
do guidelines.
You can't take people's
and
jobs.
dictate a percentage depending on how many employees you have. So it's going to be dependent on your employees because the same percentage you can't utilize for somebody who only has 5 employees versus somebody who has 5,000
But
employees.
Daryl, you okay?
So let me finish- let me
I'm going to add this thing in there because it's relevant. The whole thing we were fighting was big business cannot be told what to do.
Right, exactly.
So how are you going to get the
So,
government to tell big business on who they do not want to hold hands with
If-
the government
if the-
their entire history?
Right.
But who's got the
if
education to fill these
if
jobs?
the
too?
government cannot help produce jobs like they're supposed to because of AI, then they're going to have to do something else.
UBI. That's my alternative.
You're looking at a civil war with billionaires against their governments if they're going to come in and tell them how they should run their company.
So they're not telling them how essentially they should run it in the sense of like
That's what the first civil war
like
was.
their policies and procedures and how much you're going to pay somebody or something like that. There's going to be a mandate on AI. Absolutely. There has to be.
Not in the next 10 years, though,
No, not in the next 10
because
years.
they already put that into law right now. We
But-
can go look that up.
But as soon as it starts getting worse,
Like Vicky
there's
said, you
going to
just
have to
said
be something.
Government can't interfere with business.
Government can't
it won't.
interfere with business.
It's going to have to compensate the people with UBI.
But that's the perfect way for the government to go. Now, I can finally hold each and every individual's hand, and I know absolutely how much you make, sir, how much you make, sir, and what you're going to make 10 years from now. That's true power.
If the U say for argument's sake, let's use the US as an example. The US government turns around and lays down laws on how much AI a company can use, etc., etc., etc. What the company can do, which the government can do nothing about, is leave.
Yep. Close.
They go to a
Japan.
country where the law doesn't exist.
Mm.
Now, when the companies leave a country, the country loses its GDP. It loses its power at the table of the world, like the UK has done. We've been selling off our industries. The industries we had, we sold them off. You know? AI is here. AI is taking jobs here as well. But we're not necessarily looking at the immigrants as the excuse for it, right? So, as AI is used in different countries in different ways to different levels, companies will go to the country. They'll put their head offices in the country, and obviously their money and investment into the country has got better laws on AI. But eventually, AI is going to be running everything.
Mm-hmm.
And all it takes is for AI to do something mildly stupid somewhere, and it has a knock-on effect with the rest of the planet, and Christ knows what's going to happen. And there's fuck all that we can do about it.
It's going to be
we
Wall-E.
can't turn it off.
It's going to be Wall-E.
Intergalactic Federation says the machines need guiding moral principles such as to harm none and to serve the greatest good of all life.
But they have our books. AI knows our morals.
Probe says, how will things have value?
Yeah.
And Paul Holmes says, we have value being here and talking.
Yeah. And don't forget though, the government doesn't have no say in how businesses are run, right?
Right.
Their governments have regulations, they have laws, they have oversights.
Right.
They have
committees,
taxations.
Mm-hmm.
You have the public input, compliance.
Mm-hmm.
So the government does have a lot to say on how you run your business.
But only within reason.
Guidelines.
Yes,
Guidelines.
guidelines. Absolutely.
If it goes any further, the company leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. And there's been companies who have left.
Yeah.
Because they just can't make it here in the States
And
anymore,
that's
so they leave.
Yep.
Right.
And that's the thing. Government can't tell Amazon you can't fire people and replace robots. It can't
but
tell.
if there was a law that stated there was a certain percentage of your operations
Then they would, well, I can't say
that
leave.
only AI can run, and then you have to hire people.
Mm-hmm. That's like Kent said. Then they would just bounce. Because that's
sometimes they wouldn't, because maybe they'll stay because the taxes are better here than
there's
other
a lot
places.
of people in China working for $1, though. A lot of American companies out there. In China, is they AI robots.
And that's the other thing, too. Like, if you're big business and you want to make more money and someone gave you a tool where you can shed people, why wouldn't they do that?
No, that's the thing. Because we're doing it now with China. Apple has all its resources in China, and they're paying them little.
Just think how many unemployed children there's going to be in China if AI takes over.
Right.
And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. And this is what businesses fail to see, and this is what is going to kill a lot of these businesses. Let's take Amazon, for example, getting rid of 3,000 jobs or whatever and replacing them with AI. You've gotten rid of these 3,000 people that you employed. You put money in their pocket. Now you've unemployed them. Now they don't have money in their pocket anymore.
Right.
What the fuck are they going to buy that you're selling?
Oh, the consumer. That's
Drops.
why but that explains why the CPI has dropped consistently
Absolutely.
at weird rates, because
People ain't buying.
People aren't consuming anymore.
So companies need
that's
to be
quite the conundrum.
Companies need to be super smart and not replace as much people as they can with AI, because now you're replacing your
And
fucking
that's
consumer.
where my whole UBI comes in, you guys. You gotta give them money. You just can't have jobless people.
But
But this is why
companies
everything has a
have to
knock-on
give
effect,
them
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Companies
Everything has
have
a
to
knock-on
give them a
effect.
job.
Yeah,
Right.
companies need to give
Not the
them
government.
something.
The government does not need to do
No.
The last
the UBI. And
last
it's not going to work.
The last entity any of us want is the government holding our hand,
Well, they already do that now in the hood.
telling us how much we're going to make, how much we can only make, and then give us a bottom dollar, no matter
And-
what you do in life,
They
even
do
if
that
you
now.
don't do shit.
They do that now with government assistance,
They do, and that's
EBT cards.
but they want to expand it globally. Like that would,
But
we
they-
should not, as people, want that to
But
happen.
the one good thing that Trump did is he set stricter regulations.
Guidelines,
Yeah,
so they
on
can't
that.
abuse that
Yes.
shit.
They can't abuse it.
And Probe
'Cause you know
said-
them niggas in the hood don't.
Yeah.
They don't know anything but
Probe said.
EBT and shit. Knowing
God
damn well they can
bless.
fucking work.
Not all.
Let me
not,
let
but
me
yeah,
let
okay.
me.
Do you know what
say this
element is
comment.
missing out of all of this?
Hold on. Probe said that's exactly the point that he was talking about. Value is by
Yeah.
getting rid of people. Now they don't have money, so now you're getting rid of your consumers,
So,
not just
so
employees.
Probes is saying they're going to cull a herd. So what does that look like? Culling the
Okay,
herd.
hold
Probes.
on. Go ahead, Kent. What were you going to say?
Yeah.
Well, the element that's missing. Companies manufacturing things or whatever, and they're using robots, they're using AI to manufacture goods. Other companies providing services and using AI to provide that service. So why hasn't the cost of the things come down? That's the element that seems to be missing.
Right.
Why is everything still the same price?
Because that's greed, Ken.
Yep.
Oh,
Kroger
what a
here got
massive
caught doing
surprise.
that.
So we're
Leech.
going to give greedy people AI.
Exactly.
Fucking
Yeah.
smart move.
Exactly.
Ah, now you're getting it, kid.
Exactly.
So fucking smart.
Brilliant.
It is. It's brilliant.
It's brilliant.
But it is brilliant.
I wish
Ken.
it was my idea, Kent. I'd be a diabolical fiend.
But it is a
Companies
brilliant
run by
idea.
Gru.
But right? But Ken, isn't it not a beautiful idea? Answer that. It's
Things
a
that AI
gorgeous
can,
idea.
mate,
For
the
them.
things that AI can provide, right?
Right.
It could look for cancer treatments 24/7,
Right.
right?
Yep.
And it could come up with cures for all forms of, as of at the moment,
Probably already has.
curable diseases, and Christ knows what else, right?
Yeah.
You can have an AI system that could look after people with dementia 24/7 instead of, I mean, I was paying I think it was 235 quid for 10 minutes a day
Damn.
to have a nurse come and take care of.
Wow.
Damn.
Right.
Jesus.
And all she did was give her pills. It was only
Yeah.
because I wasn't allowed to give her the
It's
pills.
You
crazy.
didn't have a license.
It's
A
fucking
fictitious
crazy.
piece
Yeah,
of paper.
exactly. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So she would, although the pills were here and I could just hand them to her. I knew how many to give her and when to give them. But no. A nurse has to come in and do it. And she also had that. Well, one of them, only one girl, and funny enough, she was over here from Europe. And then when the whole Brexit thing happened, she had to go back, as well as millions of other nurses
Right.
that were working here.
Right.
Because they were the only people that would do it for the fucking money our government was offering. So they're gone, right? And she would change mum's nappy for her in the morning. Now, the thing about the human body is it can never really decide when it's going to go.
Right.
And 9 times out of 10, it would go after the nurse has gone.
Right.
And I'd have to do it. And say, I looked at it like this, right? She used to have to do it for me.
Yeah.
I'm returning the favour,
Exactly.
right? And yes, it was unpleasant. God, you couldn't believe. Anyway, if AI could come along and there was a sort of contraption that took care of her bodily needs for her,
Robots, go on.
kind of thing, like a nice comfortable chair in the front room that took care of all the things that needed to be taken care of. Brilliant. But AI is going to be the thing that can provide that, and it's only a good thing. Unfortunately, at the same time, AI has the ability
To be human.
well, it has the ability with the influence of humans
Thank you.
to
That's what I'm
also-
saying.
Yeah.
Be an
also
asshole.
fuck you over like nobody's business
Smack the shit out you, Ken.
simultaneously. So
Smack the shit out you.
I welcome AI and
If it makes the right choices.
fear it
Yes.
at
Right.
exactly the same
Yes.
time.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
I wish AI, like you, Ken, I wish AI was going to be developing. It had the moral compass to know that bad things are just universally bad things. I'm not going to do this, despite who's programming me. I wish AI had the
But it's not. It's not going to because it's just a dumb machine that knows data better than us.
Yeah, LLMs that we put into it.
Yeah.
Again, it's fallible people trying to program
Yes.
perfection.
Yes,
right?
and that's
because
the problem.
what seems like a brilliant idea at the time, 5 years up the road, going, we shouldn't have taught it to do that. Because that's going in the wrong direction. We didn't see that coming. We'll have to correct it. But there'll be damage done along the way. I mean, eventually, hopefully, it is perfected.
But can AI run 90% of the world right now, except for tradesmen, hands-on jobs like nurses, lawyers, plumbers, electricians, firefighters?
Once AI comes out into the physical world in the form of, should I use the word droids? Yeah, might as well. It's quite fashionable.
Yeah.
So then, yes, it could. I mean, it's practically driving you to work. You can take it. There's cars where you take your hands off the wheel.
AI is running the world right now. Then essentially, it's running the world right now.
It practically is.
A percentage, yes.
Yeah.
But that percentage is not incredibly high. But it's only not incredibly high because we haven't implemented it everywhere yet.
Not yet.
Wait till that shit gets in the stock market.
But as each day goes by, and I mean, it won't be long before somebody has the wonderful idea. Okay, let's put all our nuclear first response in the hands of AI.
Yeah,
and it can monitor 24/7 and all that. Yeah, and I guarantee you, us as a species are stupid enough to do that.
You think Putin's dumb enough to do that? You think
almost?
He thinks my people are incompetent. I want to be ahead of this before China, the U.S., the UK.
If there's a tactical advantage in having AI running it, they will fucking. There you go.
Oh my God.
Right. And if they do it, everybody else has got to do it.
Else is going to do it.
Ayer said, look up, he said, seriously, look up expert systems. So expert systems are computer programs designed to simulate the decision-making abilities of a human expert in a specific domain. They use knowledge representation and interface techniques to solve complex problems and provide advice to users. These systems typically consist of a knowledge base, an interface engine, and a user interface.
See you, Gary.
So who's using?
See you, Gary.
Who's using these? Is anybody using these expert systems?
Well, yeah,
somebody's using them for Magnus, one of the world's best chess player.
Yeah,
his name is Magnus. I don't know if you guys are familiar with chess, but they built an LLM, AI program that they just inputted the rules to chess in there. It runs circles around him.
Yeah, see,
runs circles around him.
That's crazy in itself. Like, okay, can AI pay our bills right now without you? You just give it like I don't know how it works. No. Okay. Can it?
Those are agents, the AI agents.
Okay. Can it physically take over a car and drive us to a destination?
Yes.
Can it physically film the podcast and you not being there, switching the cameras and bringing in effects and video? Can it do that at this stage?
Not yet, but it's getting there.
Can it do a H&R block and be an accountant for people at when tax season starts and get people paid faster?
It's getting there.
How long before AI gets to that point to where it's taking care of our everyday needs? Not being an electrician, not going out and answering fire calls and police calls, not any of the hands-on stuff.
I don't
Just
know.
the things we don't need to
That's
concern
gonna
ourselves
be,
with.
I don't know.
Entry-level shit.
Technically speaking, the technology exists now today. It just hasn't been implemented yet.
Yeah, because the security.
So technically, if it was the question, can it? It's all of the above. Yes.
It's doing it.
It just hasn't been implemented yet.
Yeah, it's going to do it.
Yeah.
It'll do my taxes by the end of the year.
Aero Industries.
Damn.
AI does a channel called
S.O.R.
S.O.R.
Just
Goddamn
saying.
right.
Yeah.
Saurians live here, Paul.
I downloaded some software yesterday that I can have different types of singer You put in the MIDI notes, and then you click on the MIDI notes and tell it the words you want to sing, so it'll sing the lyrics.
Oh,
And
yeah.
if you want it to be a choir, you just keep adding the amount of singers to the track. And it's
Yeah.
all AI. The voice doesn't exist.
That's fucking
It's
crazy.
a completely computer-generated voice.
Yeah. Yeah, we're cooked.
We're cooked.
We're done. On that note, we're going to see y'all tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks, Kent. You fucked up my whole evening.
Hey, that's what I was here for.
We're cooked at the bottom. Okay.
Properly fucked. Per
Oh,
Kent's mom.
On
Mate.
that note, Kent gets an applause. Good
Thank
job,
you.
Kent.
Thank you.
Good job, Kent.
The name of this podcast is Properly Fucked by Kent's
Enjoy
mom.
your dystopian future.
Diabolical fiend inside.
Yeah, now play us out.
I tell you what, I'm going to spray the Mustang black because I reckon about another year from now,
Yield some Mad
Mad
Max,
Max,
shit.
mate. I tell you, it's Mad Max out there.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm going to be ready. I got the Muzzy. I'm ready to fucking roll.
That'll be the only time Kent leaves his house.
Start doom prepping now.
Yeah,
And
I'll
our,
have
our
spears
food is-
sticking out the back. Fucking blokes with chains sitting in the boot. Yeah,
Right?
fucking hell.
Oh, and it's more to say, Fiona!
Going out on a fuel hunt.
Oh shit! Thank you to the chat. I mean, the chat was really in on this one.
Yeah, everybody was tight.
This is what makes it fun. Now, this is all hypothesis. So anybody new here, you haven't been to Monkey Island, or you're coming in after the live. This is the shit we're talking about. Essentially we're layman's trying to understand the big world out there, and we have fun doing it. So
We're trying to pick out diamonds out of all the horse dung.
There you
Right.
go.
and
Well, all
there's
the good
there's
mushrooms
got to
out
be
of
a
Cali.
couple
Oh,
in
Kent,
there.
did you see the horse picture earlier that I pulled up?
No.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah.
Let me pull it up again. It's the
It's
cutest.
the wonderful Mr.
This
Ed.
fucking horse did this shit the entire time we were
Freaking-
there too.
He's such a
He's the, yeah.
freaking
He's the
I used
character.
to
only-
love that show. I used to love
Yeah.
Mr. Red.
Wilbur.
he was so Mr. Ed too. It was so funny.
When I found out they put peanut butter in,
In
his
his
upper lip,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, oh,
That's how you get him to talk.
Yeah. It's like when we found out about how they did Skippy the kangaroo.
I don't know
I'm
about
not
that.
familiar.
Mm-mm.
Look at that kid. Look at that.
Hello. No, Skippy the kangaroo. Apparently, so when they go,
Look at that
when the
little
kangaroo's
picture.
supposed to be talking, right? He'd go like this, right?
Yeah.
Now, we didn't know, as children, we didn't know. We thought, the kangaroo's talking, right? Where they go, what's that, Skippy? Timmy's trapped down the well. We better get over there quick, kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what it is, that's the noise a kangaroo makes when it's terrified.
Oh,
And what they used to do
Yeah.
is just out of camera shot, there'd be a guy waving two dead kangaroo legs at the kangaroo to scare the shit out of him. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say probes up his ass.
That's sad.
Now,
damn
come on,
you,
this
probes.
is the 60s.
Get out of there.
Damn you, probes. Get out of there.
Climb out of there, probes. What
Oh,
are you-
dear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that sucks. The shit we do as human beings.
Entertainment.
Yeah.
And my
Man.
favourite line that I came out with today, what was it? Oh, it was something. Fiona had bought something. I said, "Is it metal?" She goes, "I think so." And I had a look at it. What was it? It was like a jewellery box type thing.
Mhm.
And I said, "What was it?" I said, "This has got more plastic in it than a lesbian on a second date." I'm sure I might have heard that somewhere. I'm not sure, but
Yeah. No, I think you made that shit up.
yeah, I don't know.
I'm sure it's silicone now, kid.
Yeah,
they
I'm
don't
sure
use
it's
plastic
silicone, yeah.
anymore.
I'm sorry. Am I a little behind the times?
Yeah.
am I?
Yes,
Do
you
we-
are. God damn it, Ken.
Yeah.
We've moved on to AI silicon.
Yeah.
Do we
Yeah,
have
how
a-
long before we have AI vibrators?
Oh,
Oh, God.
Oh,
well, I
jeez.
guess I'll be
Damn.
in line to buy one.
wait, why would you be
What?
in line?
No, I'm just saying.
Well, you got to try it out yourself first. Don't you?
Oh,
Yeah,
fun.
yeah,
All right,
yeah.
we're out of here.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
get out of here.
Do we have an interview tomorrow?
We do not know.
No? Is Dale?
Oh, no, we do. We have my good buddy Dale from Cornwall. He will be joining us at 2 o'clock our time. I thought we discussed that. Maybe we did.
No, we failed to let the editor know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the real Cornwall or the American one?
Yeah. Sorry, editor.
Is
We
this
just
the real Cornwall or the American?
No, it's the real Cornwall. We've been friends for like over 4 years. His name is
Wow.
Dale. Oh, yeah, he's good. Colette.
Oh, Dale Collette.
And he and his wife have a particular story they want to tell me when they were out on vacation in, I forgot the name of the place. Ibarra, I-Z-A-I-Z-B-I-R-A. I don't know.
Ibiza.
There you
Ibiza.
go.
Yeah, but
Ibiza.
apparently you pronounce it Ibiza, even though there isn't a TH in it.
Okay, well,
Okay.
well, that's where they were over the weekend. He's going to tell us a fantastic tale.
I thought they were going to talk about clotted cream.
Well, maybe.
Clotty pussy cream?
And the
No,
best
no,
part,
no, no,
Kent-
no, no.
Oh.
No,
You'll
stuff
be
you
able
have
to-
with strawberries.
Oh.
Cornwall's famous for its clotted cream.
Oh. Well, the best part is you'll understand them. So there you go.
There you go. All right.
Well, almost. I mean, he's from Cornwall.
Yeah, so that's kind of a
It's
Cornish
or ain't
Cornish
we-
music.
Or ain't
Yeah,
we lover?
Cornish, yeah.
Like that.
Oh,
yeah.
that's a Cornish wave thing. Got it.
Yeah.
All right, we're out of here. Food's
We're
here.
out.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
All right,
Okay.
everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Love you, bye.
Bye, Kent. Thank you.
Love you, Kent. Check your fucking Discord, Kent. Thank you, bye.
Okay, I'll check my fucking Discord. Yes, sir, Bob.
2020.
Oh. Gotta rearrange my marsupials.